What's up, potheads and political junkies? You're watching Cannabis Culture News Live. I'm Jeremiah Vandermeer, editor of Cannabis Culture and Pot TV. Getting started a little late today. We had some crazy problems with we had to get a totally different camera. We went through 2 cams. Hi, guys. Marius, can you turn the in-house down a little bit? We're getting echo. Just on the big knob. There you go.
Whoa.
And the weed guy, Mark Clokeed's with me right here. Since we built our control room, we have to use daisy chain cam extenders, but there seems to be some problems with those. We went and bought a 50-foot cord, but that's not working with the other cameras for some reason. So there's all kinds of damn cam
They
issues
do everything here themselves. Jeremiah was sweating. You gotta understand.
I went through every daisy chain cable trying to figure out which cable's broken, what's the problem here, but in the end,
millions of dollars for the budget for the show
go
go straight to Jeremiah. He's a one-man show with Marius.
Millions of dollars, yeah.
The sarcasm is sincere.
And actually, if you look at, it looks like the cam, we are using a completely different cam right now, so it looks a little funny. It's actually
Do I look skinnier?
It's cutting off the bottom of the table here. You notice?
Do I look skinnier?
You do. It's cutting your big belly out.
Oh, beautiful.
You actually
My
look pretty
dick do.
skinny.
Do you know what a dick do is?
No.
It's when your stomach sticks out farther than your dick do.
I like that one.
Yeah. My old manager told me that at a restaurant I worked at.
I
was skinny back then. It didn't hurt as much.
Besides the fact that you always bring me delicious goodies, I wanted to bring you on the show today because you had a meeting with the city folk here in Vancouver.
I sure
about your pizza place, Mega Ill, and I wanted you to come and tell us about your little rendezvous.
Well, as everyone knows, we opened up in December. We overtook Mega Grill. That's why we painted over the G in the yard and became Mega Ill. So they had a business license, and we went to the city with that, and you're allowed to change a name and get the existing business license signed over to you. Mm-hmm. So we went to do that the first time, then they told us to come back with the form signed by the pre-existing license guy. Got that done like a month later, and then they said they'd give us a call back. And I didn't hear anything from them. I went on my little month of vacationing and whatnot, and came back, and a couple days ago, I guess it would be Wednesday, I think it was, I posted whenever it was.
It's 420 already. Happy 420.
Happy 420. I'm going to bong toke. 1 second.
So you started getting huge press for the Mega Ill all over the place, but then this one article pointed out the fact that you didn't have a business license.
Just last week, recently, the press had really trickled off.
Yeah. But then like a couple...
So I got this reporter called me out of the blue. He's like, hey, the city told us that they're not going to give you a business license. I was like, oh, well, we're waiting to hear back from them. This is the first I've heard of it. I'm literally like, what the heck's going on? I'm going to call them. So I went down there the next day, and they said, listen, we'll get back to you. And then they called me the next day and said, we want to talk to you today, Friday. Oh, and also that I had to get a criminal record check and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So I had no idea what the hell's going on. Went down there today, and they basically said that they can't give a business license for any business that has anything to do with marijuana, and that lots of businesses operate without a business license, and as they may support what I do or understand what I'm going to do and maybe not support it, they are 100% against smoking marijuana or anything inside, and that they are entertaining a bylaw for vaporization also.
A bylaw for vaporization now?
Yeah.
What is this about? The Alchemist just stepped into the room. Explain that. What do they say about that?
They basically said that that they implement their bylaws based on priority, and that they understand vaporization is kind of the gray area, and that they think in the future that they're going to be having a bylaw that's going to stop even vaporization indoors.
What? They can't. It's not illegal. They'd have to have some evidence. They actually said they want to stop vaporization indoors?
Yeah, and my other point is that cannabis is prescribed by my doctor, and if you are in your home environment, then you can smoke inside, and that's apparent when there's certain hotels where you can actually smoke cigarettes. I've taken advantage and smoked marijuana in them, but that's because it's a home environment.
Yes.
And so I feel that having a federal exemption allows me to smoke indoors, and it doesn't fall under the same smoking laws that they're grouping us into.
Yeah.
So basically they're saying that, the tobacco laws were there because people at work were getting exposed to toxic tobacco smoke when they worked at McDonald's, got cancer, sued them, right? So this is why they've implemented this work-safe kind of law, right? But they're grouping it all together with marijuana when there's no such evidence that it's harmful. Furthermore, you have to be 18 to come in. to my place, and you also it's outside. There's a big sign saying we're cannabis friendly, and you're walking in at your own risk. It's clearly stated there. So I really put it on them. Like, how do they expect these thousands of patients? There's going to be a huge influx. We got all these LPs. Washington, 21 plus people can walk around with weed. You betcha we're jealous, and it's going to change here in Vancouver how policing is happening. It already has, I think. So what's the city going to do? Where are we? They got a safe injection site. We can go shoot up heroin if we want. Let's go score some heroin. We got a safe place to go take it. But if I want to smoke a joint, I'm supposed to travel all the way home, not have a life, not have places where I can eat and take my medicine. And so that's basically what the conversation was about. And I basically told them, well, should I just shut down? I mean, it sounds like you guys are going to be implementing basically a real shutdown. They said, well, it sounds like you have a model to take cannabis through ingesting it. But I told them that's not a great delivery system for everyone, and that people metabolize cannabis differently than everyone.
Some people get way too high when they eat it.
Exactly, right? So, so basically, at the end of the day, because there's not a federal stamp on this sort of stuff, the same thing with dispensaries, same thing with vapor lounges, the city's not willing to give me a business license.
Right.
Surprise, surprise.
But again, you don't need a business license to do business in the city.
Yeah, that's basically, I mean, I think they're shocked because I was basically like, well, I might as well just shut down. You guys are ruining a business in Vancouver, and, like, I've tried. It's like, doesn't make sense for me to, like, financially pay and uphold the restaurant. Running a restaurant's difficult. This isn't like some, a lounge is hard and expensive. I literally have had to pay rent myself. I do travel a lot, as everyone knows. So when the boss isn't around, things change, and so for me, it's a grind. And then just to have them say to me, that potentially they're just going to shut it down. They didn't say directly, but they said the vapor, the vapor basically issue is the next issue that they're going to try and push for. And I heard it's an e-cigarette lady that doesn't like the e-cigarettes that's pressing for this.
Oh my God! Well, you know what?
I think as a federal exemptee,
it cancels all that.
We have the right to. Yeah, we have the right to ingest cannabis in whatever form we've chosen, in whatever forum we're in, whether it's a church, a library, a public park, a hospital. It shouldn't really matter. If somebody needs to ingest cannabis, one could always argue it's a medical emergency.
Yeah,
and then what happens in the court of law? A judge says, well, medical emergencies don't hold any water.
Well, exactly. That's what my doctor said for when we talked about this for driving. And I use it for symptom relief. I have neuropathy. I have type 1 diabetes. I inject insulin every day. After 10 years of diabetes and a bone marrow transplant, they nuke the shit out of my body. I have lots of health issues because of that treatment, that toxic treatment they gave me. So I have bad neuropathy in my feet. I get these shooting pin pains that I don't really talk about much with people. They don't see that side of me. I'm happy with cannabis and my medicine, but sometimes I literally got to drill my foot into the ground to try and cancel the pain. It's like it's a nerve misfiring. So for me, when I use cannabis, it's to relieve pain so that I can function properly, not have these shooting pains in my feet as I'm driving. So it's a balance in my life that I have to take the cannabis that I need and also be able to function. And I don't think they understand that being told to take my medicine at home, and that's where I'm supposed to take it, is not only constitutionally right, but it's just wrong as a functioning patient, that you need to have social connection with people, you need to get out of the house, you need to go around and talk to other patients. So it's a real issue. I think it's a real issue the city has to face. I told them I agree that, obviously I can't smoke marijuana in the restaurant. I had to bow down to that. And, but I still, left them to ponder that. What is the solution to that situation? Because there's only going to be more of us, and I actually kind of agree. If there's, a big family function going on and, there's a big pot thing going on, that it's going to just get a big cloud of smoke, and there's 2-year-olds running around, and maybe people don't agree with smoking cannabis. And I believe that's their right too. So we need to have places where we can take cannabis. We need to have weed parks, or whatever, right? Like it's like, so, but for them, it's all about just enforcing the bylaws that exist.
Right.
So,
well,
yeah.
Well, that's the word.
On a good note, though,
that's the way they're enforcing them. We'll take it.
Exactly, right? And you know what? They are slow to enforce anything.
Yeah. But if they try and change this vaporization thing, I'm going to get on their asses about this, because you actually met with some of the people that I meet with regarding the 420 and Cannabis Day events in the city. Mm-hmm. Kale is one of them. There's some other people there. Yeah. Now, if they're trying to pull a fast one and do a
I found Harper's
vapor
Clown
bylaw.
Nose.
Nah, it's not red. If they do try and pull a maneuver, we'll take care of biz and switch it around on them. We'll make sure it's a big deal. And
I think in the long run, it's our right.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the point I was saying. I mean, to show them how much of a right it is for someone to take what they need as medicine, they have the safe injection site.
Yeah.
They already tried to lose that one.
Yeah.
And they did lose very well.
We need places to go to.
You got a light on you, Jer?
Consume our medicine. Yeah, what do you got in there? You gonna give me one of those there, buddy, or what? You look like you got a fresh reloaded one.
Weed.
What's that butter all about there?
We got a... Oh, you want loader right there? Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so into this.
Yeah.
They,
Right away, the Hindu, eh?
the funny
That's the
thing
first one
that
I
happened was they because they were talking about how they watched my videos because I do smoke marijuana in the restaurant. But if you notice in my videos and even in the dispensary, because they brought up I medicate too, if I'm shooting video in there, I tend to have it closed, mostly because I'm shooting this crazy video, right? You don't want to have a bunch of people that you don't know in it because they could just say they don't want to be in the video, and then you got to bring it down, like the IKEA video.
Yes, and like the one we're gonna make in Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, so they were super supportive of my videos. They said their favorite one was the super high me. Hey, your date's here.
Yeah,
your ride's here.
that's my jalopy outside.
Your dates.
Somebody's driving my car.
So in that respect, I felt good because I was basically making the point. I was like, well, I might as well just concentrate on making videos because, like, I don't want to waste my time doing this restaurant thing. And, like, they clearly don't see the vision, I think, that we have for this city. When they said they watched my videos and said that they watched the super high me.
Yeah.
Super high Friday was their favorite video.
Oh,
So-
the city people?
Yeah, they
Oh,
said
man.
that she officially knew how to smoke a joint. They
That
were
is-
researching to see if I was smoking inside, right? So, and I was saying anytime I did smoke in there, which was true, is that we were closed down. Private function.
Right. So they just watch all your videos now.
So they're like that excuse to watch. I was flattered.
They're like,
I was fucking A.
They had their favorites.
I'm going to make one for the city.
They should come in. You should get them, serve them up some pizzas, some delicious pizza, and be
Our-
like, "Yo, Kale, come down."
Everyone
for
else came.
a pulled pork Samoan pizza.
I think it would make good news if the mayor came out and did that.
That would be hilarious. Greg,
better than Mr. Ford.
You should hire him to spin at your place and get him to do a DJ set.
Could you? Can I?
Sure.
Let's get him to spin the Kush
He
Cup.
spins at the Waldorf.
He spins.
Yeah.
He spins at the Biltmore too.
Let's do the Kush Cup. Let's get him up.
And he should invite Rob Ford too.
I would honestly love to have Rob Ford. I think that guy's hilarious.
I do
I think
too.
he's an entertainment mogul, and I'd love to have him. I'd love to be his agent.
I would hang Rob Ford from the ceiling
Yep.
in a mirror suit and turn him into a disco ball. And
People
would
would
be-
love it. It'd be
Rob
aw-
Ford would be the disco ball of the
That'd be
evening.
awesome. As long as he's got a crack pipe, he's happy.
Fucking rights.
Yeah, he works real cheap.
At 20 Rock, he works for free. That must be said about him. People
Well,
don't
it's,
realize
it's,
that. He
it's
doesn't
not free.
take
It
his.
costs you three hookers and
mayor wage.
a crack binge
Well,
every time.
didn't they like try and take it away from him or something? And he's
Well,
like,
before they took it away, he didn't take his wage.
really?
Yes.
Well, then he's a gangster. How does he
I
make
thought
his
the
money?
editor of Cannabis Culture would know that.
Why would I know whether Rob Ford takes his money or not? I don't care.
You
But
don't care?
the thing about Rob Ford is
that's
though,
so
is that does
personal?
that not make him a gangster though? Like,
He is a
means that
gangster.
ruling the city's profitable.
where does he get all his cash from?
Well, when you okay certain public deals, then you get kickbacks.
When you're a
obviously.
gangster and you're
One
the
would
mayor, you
specify.
get a lot of cash.
Illuminati.
There you go. Yeah, no shit.
Rob Ford's speech. Illuminati's in the house tonight.
All right, so today is the big Cannabis Day show. It's the pre-Cannabis Day show because in just 3 or 4 days, on Tuesday, the 1st of July, right here in the city of Vancouver, we'll be having our Cannabis Day celebration. It's a massive fest of marijuana sales and speeches,
I feel
music.
so patriotic that day.
I do too.
Weed
Lots of
and our national
red
holiday.
flags waving with the big pot leaves on them. We have over 100 booths set up over at the Vancouver Art Gallery that are openly selling marijuana of all
Seriously?
sorts. Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
act
you know
surprised,
about
like
it.
I didn't know anything was going on.
Not only do they sell pot of all different strains, but you can buy every kind of edible you can imagine. You can buy
Frig off,
lemonade.
ready?
I really like the lemonade.
Tuesday?
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
man. What's that? Oh, shit. Whoa, this is a hard nugget you threw at me here.
Should I roll it up for you?
Oh, sure. Oh man, what is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a new
Smells
strain.
like cream soda.
It smells really sweet.
IDK, cool. That's an awesome name.
IDK.
IDK, yeah.
It's the IDK.
IDK, yeah, IDK.
As
What
if
is
you
that,
don't
a
know
kush?
what it
No,
is.
man. I don't know. IDK.
Nice bud. So yeah, this is a crazy celebration. Now, I just want anybody who's in the city of Vancouver and who's watching or listening to the show, if you want to help volunteer for the Cannabis Day event, come and join us at a volunteer meeting on Sunday here in the building on the second floor of 307 West Hastings,
Are you
downtown
gonna be
Vancouver.
there?
I will be hosting the meeting.
Get to meet him.
I'll send out a whole thing tonight. There'll be something on cannabis.ca, the actual directions to the place. If you go to cannabis.ca, just a little bit after the show, I'll put a posting up. It's going to be Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific time. That's our volunteer meeting. If you can't make it to the volunteer meeting and you still want to volunteer, just come down to the Vancouver Art Gallery the day of, anytime you can in the morning. I'm down there at 5 a.m. on Tuesday, so anybody who wants to show up.
It's not just Cannabis Day. Generally, any Tuesday, you
I
can
live-
see Jer there at around 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
chilling out.
Monday night I sleep at the art gallery, so
Yeah.
I wake up on the big lion and one of the big lions.
Just hangs out for a while.
Yeah.
So, but you're going to be there on Sunday. I get to meet you in person. You're going to be there. Tell me what to do. Volunteer. Yeah?
That's right, you can even have my autograph if you want.
Sweet. Sweet. That's super cool.
I'll be down on the grounds 5
Also,
a.m.
if you can't make it, feel free to send 5 of your friends. Just tell them you're going to meet there at 2 o'clock and that they better be ready to help on Tuesday and send them there.
Even if you can make it, send your friends anyway.
Bring your friends. Trick them into coming. They need to help. They need to get off their lazy bums and help.
I think we have a bit of a Batman angle happening on our cam there now.
Batman
Marius, can you fix the cam?
angle.
I think.
What are people
that's
saying in the
that's
chat?
because our
I pulled
shortened
the cam
cam
and I
cord.
sat down.
That people keep getting tangled up in our shortened cam. We had some cam cord issues. We've had to. It just needs a little tilt, Marius.
What's up, East Coast?
I don't mind the Batman angle, but
I just threw out East Coast out
there.
there.
Oh.
Some East Coast.
there, that's not so
Smoking
bad.
East Coast.
I'm smoking East Coast right now.
East Coast D's.
You got rollies?
Nice. So
Are we gonna do crowd participation this show?
we could.
It's full in
We
here.
have a big crowd here today.
Yeah. Should we feed them butter tokes or something?
That's probably a good idea. I like when that happens, as long as they come on the show.
Jer's got
Marius
Jerry
is
got the
going
ashtray.
wild with the
oh,
cam
and
now.
the city's against ashtrays. That was the other thing.
The city's against.
They're like, how come
ashtrays?
you have ashtrays? I was like, because when you vaporize, there's fibers and stuff left. Can I get the
Oh,
ashtray?
you want this one? I'm against them too.
Yeah, but they creep me out, dude. But they're actually good in the way that I knew that their just hands are tied.
Can you pass me the glass dish?
Yeah, it's not an ashtray.
Can you pass me the
It's a glass bowl.
garbage dish?
This is a glass dish, and it's got.
So we have Redbeard in the chat here. Now we're gonna bring Redbeard on the show. Hopefully, if everything works out on Skype, just in a few here after we're done talking about Cannabis Day.
Where's your red beer bong? I
Because
got
we're
this shit on
also
here.
yeah, I know I don't have any of my bongs here today in front of me.
Good thing I brought one.
You did bring one, but we're also because
Mine's
the reason
got a
we're bringing
frig on
Redbeard
it.
on today is because we're going to talk about the Great Canadian Glass
frig.
Gathering. What is that?
It's called a floaty, and that's a frig.
And what is in there? Sand?
No sand.
Oh, I
it's like a
see.
sponge, and
Oh,
then
it's
it's
a
got like a
sponge.
tornado thing that makes the thing go in a tornado.
Oh, this is the Tornado Ripper.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah, I've seen this thing. That thing is awesome, man.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, somebody else had one in the store and was ripping a tornado.
Do you have rollies, bud?
Do I? There, Rollies in the lounge here.
I have cannabis to roll for you.
Al has Rollies right there. So, yeah, before we move on to the Great
Too
Canadian
small.
Glass Gathering, which is Redbeard's shindig that he throws up in Birkin, BC.
Spain of you.
I wanted to ask Mark, what are you doing at Cannabis Day? Because last time,
the fire department came down
Yeah.
hard, buddy.
yeah, they didn't like your big balloon.
But why not? And give them something to do.
I don't know.
Should we just set it up? We know what to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was the problem. They thought that because it had walls, it was
No, they
liable
made
to
me
burn
go
down.
get fire extinguishers, and they wanted to have I'm gonna have to make a fake certificate saying that it's fire retardant, even though it was raining.
No, they'll know it's fake.
And they don't allow.
They're firemen.
gonna
They'll
put it in
know what a
Chinese.
certificate looks like.
They don't. What? You get a fire retardant certificate from a tent made in China?
Well,
I told them I'll have to ask the manufacturer in China. They're like, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Like, what?
well,
Not to mention that they don't allow smoking in it. So what are they worried about me burning it down for?
Yeah, it looked like we went black for a second, but I think we're back
Seriously,
now.
I've been white my whole life. Just for 1 second? Cool.
Yeah. Well,
That's
once
awesome.
you go,
My
you
brother.
know what they say, right?
Bye, friends.
Hey.
Say hi to Queen for me.
Oh, we have some trolls in the chat today, I see.
There's
What are they saying?
trolls.
In all caps.
What are they trolling?
They like talking in all caps.
What
We
did it
usually
say?
ban
Crap?
people.
All I seen was crap.
We usually ban those people.
Listen, they're so busy watching our show saying negative shit. They must be just amazing people and experts on negativity.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
so their
very
opinion
positive-
really matters
Very,
to
very
us.
positive thing to say, Mark. Very positive thing to say.
I get a lot of pay no attention. Did you see the one I posted today? Some dude sent me like 4 pages
Of?
saying shit about everything.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, buddy. Just
Saying
so
shit
Was it
about
was it
Cannabis-
Rom?
There's
Was it Rom?
I have no idea who it
Could
was.
have been Rom.
It was Rom.
Was it a letter
Somebody who
about
has a lot of
Enrico?
time on their hands to dedicate.
It's about everything. Nothing about Rico. It's about Kirk Tusaw being my ex-old partner, and that I faked that I had cancer, and that they can still comment on Cannabis Culture videos because they're like really computer savvy. Like, I'll show it to you. I posted it on Facebook. I literally
Awesome.
took pictures of it on my phone and then posted it up so like everyone can see the psychos that are chasing me. Also, in case I get murked, then at least half of us know this crazy dude. He's like, I want you to first and foremost, he gave me a bunch of options. He's like, admit you never had cancer. I don't know if people remember, but on my old YouTube account, I posted video of me like with cancer and everything. Not to mention what a horrible thing to fake. Yeah, I pretended that I had a bone marrow transplant for sure. Eh?
You paid the dog.
That'd be-
Just
yeah.
even
Seems like a lot of effort to go
Really
through.
gets me in with the ladies every time. Eh? Yeah, bone marrow transplant.
Yeah, they love that. They've
Yeah.
always loved that. But yeah, so
People make up shit about you.
People- I
me.
know they do.
They just
it's
see
funny.
these.
Well, and we have a particular troll named Rom who doesn't like the sub. He's a sublihater, and he sends a bunch of like letters out to
Sublihater,
people
I like that.
about
Oh, he's a
Enrico and the
total
sublimator to
sublihater.
all these different places that we've gone to, like to Spannabis and to other places, and
Guy's asking me if I'm. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
then so
No worries.
what's he doing?
Middle of the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, not that one. The other one. The other one.
No, we're
Yeah,
just fucking
no,
with you, bro.
Oh, no, we're
He's
good.
just
You're good,
fucking
bro.
with
Just
ya.
fucking with you. Don't ask me next time.
Funny guy. So funny. Yeah, Rom actually
Sorry.
ended up doing a benefit for Enrico a few times now. The things that he's called, he's actually promoted the device and got Enrico like
Everything
extra.
he's done is advanced sublimator.
Yeah, it's like helped sublimator out.
That's
now
awesome.
it's like listed as an actual medical device in Canada or something.
Well, it
Or it's
will
going
It
to
is a medical device.
yeah, or they're in the process.
So
of
is
filling
my
out the
rolly
paperwork.
papers.
Yeah, this is the Drunk Friday chat. Yes.
It's the Drunk Friday. Oh, there's someone drunk on there.
Yeah, it is. There's some
Rom
hilarious
shout-out.
people in the audience. Yeah, Rom shout out. Woo! But so Cannabis Day is huge. There's all this crazy stuff going on there. We're going to have speakers as usual. Now, this is the last year we're going to be doing Cannabis Day at the Vancouver Art Gallery. And we have our
I
new
hate hearing
location
that.
picked out for...
Are you sure they're gonna make it so we can't set up a stage somewhere there?
That's what they've told
What,
us.
what about after the construction's done?
Or
You're not
during
gonna
it,
go
like,
back
what if
there?
we can find
Well,
a spot?
theoretically, we could go back once it's done. But
Yeah,
I think
so-
by the time we move to a new place that's way better and we have some really cool shit going on, I don't think that we're going to want to go back to the other... Listen,
I think
as,
the city
I'm
should just
saying
give
as
us
one of the
BC
organizers,
place.
as much as I love the Vancouver Art Gallery, and I really do love it, it's a
that
great
be
place.
awesome?
It's been a cool place to do it. It's very hard to organize it there. It's very hard to fit everything that we do into that little fucking space. It's not a lot, and we don't have a lot of room for a bigger crowd. Now, here's something exciting. This week, I had a conversation with a promoter in town here about really working on getting some big acts for the next 420. So who knows what's going to happen, but we're now working with one of the biggest promoters in the city to bring in some major acts. He was telling me that doing some, like, I don't want to give away any names or say too much about what we talked about, but what he said to me is very exciting. And he
Yeah,
also
he's our
said,
good buddy.
yeah, he's a friend, so he said that
They
with
bring
the
in all
clout
the
that we
hip-hop
have
bars.
and with a crowd of 30,000 people, we should be able to get pretty much anybody that we want. Now, outside of maybe some of the big stadium fillers, like Wiz Khalifa might be the only pot person that would be too big for us to get. But even him, the guy said that, Wiz might like to do it because it's pot related. It's a big, cannabis event. You got 30,000 people there. It's pretty kick-ass, right? So
And Wiz loves the sublimator.
Yeah, the Wiz. He's a member of our community, so
He's
This
a
is the
subless
smallest
soldier.
joint I've ever had to roll, bud. I need bigger papers.
Nonsense.
nonsense. Somebody in the chat said
Gotta
Oktoberfest is
give
in
away a
July.
free DVD.
That's true. Oh, we have a Union DVD to give away?
Yeah, because the Culture is coming up and this fall, and I want people to stay tuned for the big release date. Make sure you
DVD?
support it.
What the hell's a DVD?
It's the Union DVD.
Just joking. People still use these things?
That hurt, buddy. That's a vintage
I don't
DVD,
even-
man. That's going to be worth money.
Yeah, say collector's
Do you
item.
still have your
It's
VHSs?
the format I was
Do
making
you have your
fun of.
VHSs?
No, I do not have
Exactly.
a VHS.
They're vintage. They're worth money now, bud.
got
You
rid
threw
of
them
mine when
away.
I
Now they're
moved.
worth large.
Yeah, I don't have any tapes anymore. But does anybody actually in the audience
Now
here
they're
still
worth
use a
large.
DVD player?
Everyone does.
If there's anybody in the audience that still uses a DVD player, the first one to come up here gets a free copy of the Union. Here's the man here.
Right there. Who
He's
the hell
got
doesn't
it.
use a
There you
DVD
go, my
player?
friend.
Everyone's
Hey,
got
man,
a
what's your name?
PS3.
He's got it. He's a winner. The winner there. Whoa.
I never seen someone shit on DVD players so hard. What do you think? People
Hey,
just
man.
got rid like that doesn't play DVDs no more?
It does not play DVDs.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. It has no DVD
You
player in
cheaped
it.
out?
No, they don't come with them.
Yes, they do. Mine has like a burner and everything in
No,
it.
you cannot buy a MacBook Pro with a DVD player in it. Absolutely not.
I 100% have one.
I'll bet you $1,000 right
That
now.
has a DVD player?
You cannot buy a MacBook Pro with a DVD player in it.
Pretty sure mine has a I know both my computers have it. And they're
No,
both MacBook
you have to get an
Pros.
external drive. Well, you can get an older one, but this is brand new.
The new ones they don't make it.
No
on?
new one. They don't even have an Ethernet
You should have
cable.
said you
It does not
cannot
have
get
a
a brand new 2014.
It doesn't even have an
MacBook Pro with a
Ethernet
DVD
port.
player.
That's
I'm
how
sure you
stupid
could
they are.
order it online where you put the function in there because they let you custom do it, but maybe the 2014s they're just not doing it no more.
Apple got rid of
Well,
all
whoever
of them.
owns DVDs must be pissed. They're just phasing them out.
DVDs are
That's
gone.
it. They're done.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
phased
Just
out,
sipping on the
man.
moonshine there, Al.
No, I've got some cannabis juice mixed
Light
with
up
a
the
little
joint
bit
I
of
rolled for
pineapple
you.
juice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sick.
I don't.
Always
I
juice
don't
them
have a
up. I'd
lighter.
love some.
Or maybe I do.
And together they taste like dragon fruit a little bit.
Ah. I'll take a swig.
Aye! No, it tastes
Arr.
really good. Not too sweet.
No.
Perfect.
Yeah, it reminds me of dragon fruit. If I had to compare it to
That's
something.
really good.
Yeah, it
It
tastes
doesn't
Oh,
taste
shit.
like pineapple and it doesn't taste like weed.
How do you make that?
Just weed juice,
Juice.
and pineapple juice and some water.
Weed juice and pineapple juice.
and some
Yeah,
water.
and some
That's
water.
fucking delicious. And how is the weed juice made exactly?
I go into my garden every morning
Yeah.
and I grab some fresh, like I used to trim all my bottom buds off, and then I stopped doing it. So now I pull my bottom buds off,
Yeah.
a few, good handful, and then about 15 or 20 leaves.
You should try and scooch in a little closer so we can actually get you on cam since you're just a disembodied voice.
I thought he was on cam. The other cam was wider.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take a handful of fresh buds, then I take a bunch of like 15 or 20
I'm
leaves,
grabbing giant rollies.
put it in my NutriBullet with a little bit of water, and I turn it into like kind of like a slurry a little bit. Yeah, we got some feedback. Scoop the. Scoop the mids on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, Marius, you got to use the board instead of the big thing and stuff.
Yeah, it's on the board for sure.
Yeah. We're getting some loudness.
Hello. There, we got no feedback.
Now
better.
we're getting better.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I just throw it in the
Magnuson's in the
NutriBullet
house.
and I stick it through a strainer. That's it.
Cool. I want to make that.
Yeah, big rollies.
Nice. There you go.
Those cookies taste like the inside of an Oreo.
The inside of an Oreo?
Yeah.
These are shortbread cookies.
Not
They look-
really.
They're not shortbread?
Well, they resemble shortbread, but like I said, they taste like the inside of an Oreo.
Are they medicated?
Oh yeah.
Definitely shortbread, though. It's got that consistency, but
Yeah.
it tastes very vanilla-y. And you can't really... You can taste the green, but it's not, like, super hardcore or anything.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not green infused.
No.
The butter comes out like gold.
You can taste the product, I should say.
I like that all your stuff, even your juice, is not too sweet. As a diabetic, I like mine. Like I water down my juices even.
I don't like things that are too overwhelmingly sweet.
Delicious.
That's really good.
Little RX 420 edibles.
All right, I'm gonna light this joint now.
I got some Jordan's God for my Medicaid. I'm gonna roll up.
Jordan's God?
Yeah, it's really unique. It's if you remember the God Bud.
Yeah.
It's got that earthy flavor to it.
The earthy guts. So, Mark, tell us about how iMedicate's doing.
Oh yeah, it's like
How
kind of like the
iMedicate?
Zeus a little bit, eh?
Yeah, it's just really good. It's one of my favorite strains, and I'm a big Kush
It's,
fan, so if I like it. It's not Kush.
It's
it must be good.
it's definitely rich on the like purple skunk kind of side.
And that God earthy smell. I don't know how to explain that smell. It throws people off.
Yeah, purple skunk I think is the backbone of that smell. It's got this really nice. I
Yeah,
fucking love
whoever
it.
grew it did a good job.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I really have no idea who did. It's on the menu.
It's just some nice stuff on the menu, man.
The thing with iMedicate, it's like anyone can drop it off. They got a Fed license, and they, have a good grow technique. People that grow for themselves tend to do very well.
How's the dispensary business
Generally
in Vancouver?
Honestly, it's like definitely spread out in terms of numbers. I think there's, I heard over 100 dispensaries. The city told me 36 today. Oh, and the city told me to tell everyone, because apparently I talked to every dispensary in Vancouver, or that I have the power to do so, that their main concern is smoking inside, and that's what they said. So
They don't like the
if I
smoking
didn't tell
of
you,
weed.
I told you. Here's the record.
You mean like what we're doing right now?
Yeah. I have a federal exemption. I'm taking my doctor-prescribed medicine.
That's right. It's also a form of protest, so.
And we are at the BCMP.
That's
and,
right.
We're a political office, and we're exercising by protesting.
It's very,
But
very
more importantly,
true.
we're just doing what we think our doctor prescribed us.
Yeah, my doctor prescribed it to me too.
Yeah.
My invisible doctor for my invisible ailment.
Called your conscience. Not conscience. Dr. Conscience said, smoke more pot
Dr.
daily.
David Malmo-Levine told me that
Dr.
all recreational
Conscience.
is medical and all medical is recreational.
Like that?
Yeah.
You just came up with that. Dr. Conscience.
Don't know. Dr. Malmo-Levine, I think,
Yeah.
has a point. That all marijuana is medical marijuana.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I've
for
always
sure.
said that. Even well, let's face it. To have the dispensaries, we were supposed to operate, and we do operate based on diagnosis. So of course, I've had to support that framework. But I always thought and always said vocally that anyone that smokes marijuana, even just to enjoy, because a lot of people are just like, "Fuck, I just smoke it to have fun." I hear that all the time. I enjoy. Even you said that. Right? I just enjoy it. I smoke
do.
it recreationally.
Yeah.
Well, that in itself is symptom relief of anxiety and boredom, and that's therapeutic.
Living a happy life
As is
is part of
drinking
being
water.
healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, if you want to fall under the government guidelines and the actual Supreme Court ruling where if you prescribed or diagnosed or a patient, you should have access, every person living and breathing has that excuse in
Yeah.
their back pocket.
It's crazy how long.
Females got an extra one,
Yes, that's true.
that monthly extra excuse.
Yes. Yep. So we got a little sidetrack there. Cannabis
all.
Day. Now, Vancouver is one of the places having Cannabis Day. There'll be a Cannabis Day in Ottawa. There'll be a Cannabis Day in some other places too. I saw Winnipeg over at Vapes on Main there. I believe they're doing a little Cannabis Day
Cool.
thing.
I love that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day. We were like, yeah, he smoked
Bill.
weed. And
Bill
little did we
Vandegraff,
know,
he's an amazing guy. Former
he's
police officer.
transformed into a dude with, he's
Now
one
he's
of
got a
us
vapor
now.
lounge.
He's a soldier.
Totally. And it's a cool concept to bring to Winnipeg, the Vapor Lounge concept. Like, wow.
And bold
really
and
is.
awesome.
It really is. When I went, I had a fucking blast there. Like,
When you really think about it,
I-
we're still the only one in the city. Here,
Yeah.
like in Vancouver, we're the only Vapor Lounge that's not a medical marijuana dispensary, aren't we?
What about across the street, Bulldog?
Bulldog, that's true.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
don't have to
Does
be
anyone
medical
go in there, though?
That's true. No, you're right. That is a Vapor Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about next door? Do they vapor there or no?
what about VSB?
The
Do
Dam?
they still have
no,
a spot?
Oh, I was including them and us.
Oh, okay.
What about VSB? Do they still
yeah.
have a spot?
The Vancouver Seed Bank?
Yeah, but they're a
Yeah.
dispensary now.
But they're, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
she
What?
turned it into dispensary.
Really?
Are they? I didn't know that
She
either.
posted, didn't she? I remember she said she was going to, so...
Well, there you go. The
I'm next
Vancouver.
to positive they're
Wow.
dispensing.
Well, why
That's
not
heavy.
when everybody else is?
Well, you
Hey, and everybody's selling seeds now too. Like some of the head shops are selling seeds.
Stores. I heard stores are too.
Stores?
King Crop is telling me he's like everywhere.
No way. The Crop King is a good guy too. He's
I
right
love
here.
him. He's one of the sponsors
Kyle.
of the Kush Cup. So Canamed, King Crop, and Redman have all three of them stepped up large and helped me with the planning and the actual money for Kush Cup.
It's Crop King, by the way.
Crop King, King Crop. You know who I'm talking about.
Those guys are good guys. Yeah.
Thank God I got to put his logo on everything. Eh? Those were the terms. This is all bonus marketing.
Yeah, they're all sponsors of Cannabis Day. Lots of great sponsors. Every single person that we've mentioned essentially is a sponsor. Vancouver Seed Bank, Crop King.
I was talking about for Kush Cup.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but
But they're all sponsors of Cannabis Day as well.
Yeah,
oh, I
huge.
wish I had the poster in front of me. We could show it off on the show today. It's sitting up on my desk upstairs. If somebody maybe can run and grab
Okay,
it.
well I rolled you some Jordan's God.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Mark. What a wow, nice joint too.
No worries, no filter, because I'm going to roll another one, so I would have lost 20 seconds to rolling the next one.
I understand,
so
I
for
understand.
time's sake.
Wow, it tastes delicious too. All right, let's
Really,
puff this.
it's really
so
good
I
weed.
just was chatting, trying to get a hold of Redbeard here on the Facebook back end to see if he's ready to do some chatting with us. We're going to bring Redbeard in to talk about
I
the
talked
great
to Dory
Canadian.
today. She's like, see you at the glass gathering, and reminding me, oh yeah, glass gathering's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to play a
this one's
video.
really
I just
nice, eh?
remembered, and that
The Afghan Kush.
we should be able to get.
Which one is this
Now
one?
Jody,
Nice, I haven't tried it.
Check that out, dude.
Jody hasn't been here in Vancouver for a while because
That's a
she
nice
was
one.
here for a very brief
I
period.
have no control over that.
But now she's been jumping around. She was just at the Green Rush conference in Toronto speaking there. And when she was out there, she did a bunch of press. She's getting a lot of press because of this Liberal announcement. You heard about this, right?
Which one? I did not. Maybe I did. But
The Liberal Riding Association of East Vancouver, Vancouver East, has asked Jody to
to run.
run as a candidate in their riding.
That's with Libby, though, right?
That's against Libby.
Against Libby, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
against
no, I remember
Libby.
us talking about
Yeah.
this last show or whatever. Yeah, okay.
So it's rough on the one side because Libby's always been a big supporter of us, and she's probably the best politician in the country.
Yeah,
hands
she's come
down.
down and spoken even at events.
Oh,
hasn't
she's
she?
spoken at our events for sure.
Yeah.
No, Libby's amazing. Libby brought the stuff
Libby's
from Mark into the House of
well,
Commons.
you
and
know what?
everything.
I don't really think it's running against Libby at all.
It's not.
No.
I think it's
Bringing
Two-
attention to the cause.
Yeah.
two like-minded
Kinda
people
like
that have
Clinton
now.
and Obama.
Yeah.
Well,
And Jody will not be attacking Libby at all. Jody loves Libby.
If we can get a third like-minded person to get into the Conservative Party,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, then anybody who wins the riding is a friendly.
Yeah.
It's no harm to have a better, if they put some other crappy Liberal there. Ah, there's our Cannabis Day poster.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you,
you go.
Vanna Marius. Vancouver Art Gallery, July 1st, Cannabis Day. Pot protest, farmers market, free weed on Cannabis Day, everybody.
Oh my
Contests and more. That's all over the city of Vancouver right now.
That is so
I
awesome.
made this one myself.
Say free weed?
It does say free weed. I made sure it did.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
is really nice.
We printed about 1,000.
I know.
It has that sour that sour grape flavor.
Yeah, that is delicious
Yeah, the
weed, man.
Jordan's gone.
Wow,
Just amazing.
very tasty.
My favorite.
Thank you, Booth, in the chat.
This is so awesome.
You like that one?
Yeah, I love the free weed.
The free weed, yeah. We should have free weed on all our posters
Yes.
because
I
we
love
throw
that
out how much free
God
weed,
purple
pounds
skunk
of it.
flavor.
That's part of the fun. We shoot free joints out of cannons,
Yeah, and have girls give them away also.
handing away. Yeah, we have some of the Baked in BC ladies going to the crowd with a bunch of bags of joints.
That's mainly, you asked about the big tent and all that stuff. I really don't care as long as the t-shirt gun's working and
Yeah.
we're good to go.
And Mel Hempseed throws out a lot of joints too. Usually, although I don't think she did last year. She's
Yeah.
a joint thrower.
And honestly, I think that was the change in tide to get more people to show up to the rallies is when we started doing the big joint giveaways.
Yeah, and
I really noticed, and that with the postering too. We postered the suburbs that one year that Jacob started planning the stuff.
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
think it really
it's-
opens up another demographic. Like there's people that can't afford weed, and they're tortured when they go there because they see all of this weed that they can't buy, they can't smoke, and it's like, why do I even want to go? That's just torture
Right.
for me. And what you
Yeah.
guys,
No, it's nice to have a little
what
bit
you
of
guys
everything
have
for
done
everybody.
is you've provided a service, so to say. And
Yeah.
you know, a
With
tribute
all
to
that weed
anybody
around
that
that people are
afford it.
making money off of, the least we can do is throw a bunch of it out for free to everybody.
Fuck.
And people talk about it. They're like, dude, I went to the rally. They're shooting T-shirt, cannon, joints. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know, like, that sounds cool.
I love our cannons that shoot joints. That's fucking hilarious. And the entire thing,
that was
I
a
think,
brilliant
has
idea.
gotten better
So good.
progressively.
It really
Thanks
each
to my
year.
brother making it.
Like, we really made a big jump last year, I think. From the year before last and then last year, like, say, from 420 to 420, it was a big jump. So I'm expecting that from Cannabis Day to Cannabis Day this time, it's going to be a big jump, too.
I'm
hope
expecting
Cannabis Day is
Cannabis
more
Day.
busy.
I
Yeah.
think Cannabis Day this year will be like 420 was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, well, you know, here I've been since I take all the calls for the people doing all the booths and everything. I'm the vendor coordinator. I get a lot of the. I can gauge and see how much more things are happening. And just like 420 last year, this time around has been fucking crazy. My phone's been ringing off the hook. People just call and call and call. And again, it's
Hopefully
people.
that translates into more people coming
Yep.
down.
And
'Cause
again, it's
honestly, usually Canada's half as many people.
That's
But I
right.
hope it's just going to be off the hook.
Yeah. Get
Either
down
way,
there
that's
early. If you're
half
coming
as many
down,
people,
vendors,
still
get down early.
15,000 people.
Yeah, exactly. 15 to 20,000 would be really
that's
nice.
a big party.
Again, we're going to
That's
rent
a fucking
out the,
Sting concert. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
it's,
how many? What does GM Place hold?
15, 20. Depends
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
have the floor. Or
Well,
the,
so fuck, we could get Wiz Khalifa then. Fuck it, we have
That's the
30
Eagles
grand
right
at
there.
this
That's
place.
the Eagles.
Yeah.
We can. That's like filling a stadium.
Yeah, you didn't know?
We should be able to get anybody. What about Miley
costs money,
Cyrus
though.
down here smoking joints? Nobody
gotta
wants
get
to.
funding.
Does anybody really like her music much though?
Who, Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, the little
They
girls.
wouldn't care.
If
What
we want to get a
wanna
bunch
do
of
is
little
make,
girls.
Make headlines.
See,
Yeah, it
what
doesn't really matter
This
if
is, this
people
is
like
who I
their
want.
song.
Now, I'm gonna say this because this is a. I can't say we're gonna get these people at all, but I would love Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson. That would be a really
Together.
good 420 together with Mark on stage playing bass.
Yeah,
Wow.
and Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, and you can get Cheech and Chong there, sure.
Yeah.
But Snoop Dogg and Willie have performed together, and when I floated that idea to the promoter guy, he's like, "That's doable."
Yeah.
So I'm not saying we're doing it, but I'm saying it's doable.
You got to get money to do it.
That's what we need, and that's what we'd have to do. Is we'd have to have an event at Gossip or some of the other, like the Orpheum or
To
something
raise
in
money.
town, and they do 3 or 4 songs at the event, and then you go down to see the
Yeah,
full
that's
show at the night.
exactly-
Yeah, they do the big show
Yeah.
to make money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
They
that'd
put
be
it in the contract that they do a free concert.
Yeah.
To promote the show that they're going to do that night.
Yeah, it would all be worked out beforehand, of course. But anyways, let's see if we can get Redbeard on the line here. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's still in the chat
Getting
out there.
So baked.
But Marius, do you have access to Skype open there? Yeah, try and give Redbeard a call and see if we can get this going.
So is there going to be 2 stages or just 1 stage?
Just one stage for Cannabis Day this
Cool,
year.
yeah.
Because when it comes to Cannabis Day, we don't have House Street shut down in the morning. So on 420, the police come down early in the morning, give us a bunch of barricades, and help us shut down House Street at about 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
That
one
doesn't
street at a
happen.
time. They move
Yeah.
it over until it's down to 1 lane. And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
And then they're done.
Yeah, but after that, after 420 for Cannabis Day, they don't do it because we have so many other events going on in the city. They don't want to block traffic, and they've said absolutely not to shutting the roads down for us. So, and
Well, they
I
might
did
not-
ask very nicely too.
If 50,000 people show up, they don't have a choice.
Well, that's what this is actually part of the whole thing. They understand that we could crowd it with people. What they won't do is
I'm
provide us
just
with
getting your
barricades
sound
to,
now. I
to
gotta
let us set up our
reload the
booths down
live
there.
stream. I
So
turned
they
that
don't
off
want the
because
whole
it was
booth
interfering.
situation. If we
What I
can
gotta do
overcrowd
is
it with
turn off
peeps,
my
that's
Skype
fine.
sound.
Because we always do.
Yeah.
So hold.
That's what's going to happen. It moves on the street, and then they block off 1 lane. Same way they shut it down, just opposite. They block off one,
Yeah.
and then the other, and then we've taken over the whole street.
But I think the city foresaw a problem for all the people en route to Waterfront, to the celebrations at Waterfront, passing through there to buy their weed, to go down to Waterfront. And
I'm
then
just
all
going
of
to
a
help
sudden we
Marius
got
here for 1 second.
2 weed protests going on.
Yeah, well, I think Canada Day is a special day because everyone's with their families. So
That's
there's
another
a lot of
huge
people that
thing.
are down here trying to enjoy the Canada Day, and they're with like their whole family, and like they run into the rally. It's so good. That's my favorite. People that have never seen or heard of, been around, or You know?
And my
can hear you now, Jared.
favorite are every year there's a family that's on vacation from China.
Yeah, straight from China.
And they
every
stay,
time.
and they stay. They come and they hang out, and it's like they're there for an hour or two, and then they go to another place.
And we got something.
Yeah, it's like it's just part of the culture. It's like it's awesome. It's part of the culture.
Yeah, I can hear
You're right into it, like, wow!
Yes, what the?
It's like snapping photos. I love it. I speak a bit of Chinese, so if I spot some Chinese at the booth, they'll come up, right, and they'll just like grab shit and like, I can buy it, you know, and like, you gotta explain to them how it works. Say, yeah, dama, how's young? Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there you are.
Hello.
That's
The
fucking.
Mark and Al
That's
show there
tasty
for a
weed.
minute.
Yeah. Marius just was having some problems with his soundboard there for a second.
The lounge is bumping.
The lounge is bumping.
Take off.
We're trying to get Redbeard on here. We've got Redbeard, but we're just trying to patch him through the sound system. We can't hear him for some reason. We see his lips moving, but there's no sound. But we're just trying to.
Oh, that happened with
Maybe
Bill
Redbeard's
Vanderman.
just fucking with you. Wouldn't that be funny? He just turns all the sound off in his house.
Yeah. Just for fun. So Monday's not a holiday, and then Tuesday is? Tuesday is a holiday for Canada Day, right?
It's a holiday for me.
I'm just wondering, is Monday a holiday too?
I'm taking Monday
No.
off.
Yeah, because the tent rental place, I was like, oh, can I pick up the tents on Monday? They're like, yeah. So I know they're not closed. This is what we call dead air.
Dead air. Here, smell that.
Alright.
That's what we call Angola Roja hash.
Nice.
I'm talking. Can you hear me now?
Wow, looks like some nice bubble ash.
I'm talking. Can you hear me now? I'm talking. Can you hear me now?
But finer than worm castings.
It's a lot like worm casting,
Yeah, only better.
except it gets you high.
Well, it's good.
I only said that once, by the way.
I dig that one, man.
Wow. So many different flavors. That Jordan's got is pretty good.
Yeah. Right to the end, it tastes nice. You know what I mean? Like it still tastes. It's very flavorful.
Everything, so it's just the telephone I'm listening to.
Down the hatchet before you go live.
Okay. We should be live again now, I think. And we should have Redbeard at least on the phone. You there, Redbeard?
Howdy, I can barely hear you, but I think we got it.
Oh, okay. You can bear. How's that? Is that a little better?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just on the other side of the room. It's all good.
I can hear you pretty
How are the
good.
goats? I just get straight
How
to
are the
it.
goats?
Okay, cut with the bullshit. How are the goats? We want to know how
Oh,
the goats are doing.
great, man. We're actually selling all the little ones. I sold 3 goats today. I got 1 male goat left. If anyone needs a goat, I got your goat, man. I'll hook you up.
How many babies?
We love the goats.
Al wants a goat.
There was 6
Surprise,
goats. Now we got 1,
surprise.
so we're going to keep 1 of the babies.
So I'm just gonna listen down here and see if I can monitor sound. Hopefully, if the
How's the
people-
family? Everyone good?
if the chatters have a problem hearing you, let us
Oh,
know.
wow. Hard to hear you there. A whole lot of interference. Can anyone speak more directly into my mic there?
Yeah, me and Jeremiah have a really serious question for you. We're having an anonymous cup where people send in their weed. And we told everyone you're going to make us a cup for our anonymous weed mail-in competition without asking you.
You told everybody.
But I knew you'd be down, buddy.
Sounds good.
You can
Give me
make it
lots of
whenever you
notice.
want.
Don't
You
do it
decide when the
until week before,
competition
that's all,
ends.
eh?
Sorry? How are the goats?
Sounds like fun.
Cool. Now,
I like
Red.
supporting every single cannabis cup in Canada. There's got to be more of them. Let's do this.
Oh, there. Now we can see you on Skype as well, Redbeard.
Oh my God, there he is.
We've got you on Skype. There you go. So.
Oh, yeah, so you can see me now.
Look
Just
in the
trimming up
camera.
Some beautiful buds.
Oh yeah, you got some nice buds to show off there.
Look in the
This
camera.
is some old school buds. This one is Time Warp crossed with
It's frozen.
Northern Lights,
Just
I
here.
think.
Cool.
Pretty sweet. Got just a few plants here to trim.
Cool. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay on the one we're seeing here. Oh, now we can see.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah. But so Redbeard, of course, the reason I wanted to bring you on today is because we're getting very close to the time of the Great Canadian Glass Gathering. Now, you'll be here for Cannabis Day as well, but we just went through the whole Cannabis Day thing. Tell us about what's going on at the Glass Gathering and give us the lowdown.
Awesome, I will. Let me hold up the new poster for this year that we just got printed. So this is our 7th annual Great Canadian Glass Gathering. We had some pretty humble beginnings of just a few of us getting together for a party in the mountains. And now it's grown into quite a little festival. Lots of good friends, lots of good cannabis, lots of good glass. We're looking at about 40 glass blowers blowing glass underneath the big tent. Should be a few hundred of us watching. There should be a few hundred people up there. It's on-site camping. It's on a 26-acre mountainside property. There's a couple creeks running down the property which provide our drinking water. There's outhouse toilets and an organic catered kitchen. So for those of you who have gone before, you know how much fun it is. And for those of you who haven't gone, I hope you can come. And if you can't, we're going to broadcast it on Pot TV all weekend.
That's right. I'll definitely be there. And
is there going to be goats?
Of course.
Yes, there are goats up there.
Is it the same place you had it last time?
Yes, it's the same place as last time.
Okay, where am I staying? I'm getting a hotel and then driving in?
There you go. You're staying wherever you can. There's on-site camping. I invite everyone to camp on the property. It's a beautiful experience.
Oh, well, if I'm just going to sleep in someone's tent, that'll end up happening.
There you go. Make a new friend.
Is there a wonderful organic chef going to be there?
Sorry, what?
The chef, the dude that makes me all my meals that I scream at.
He will be there.
Where's my
Chef Seamus
food?
is cooking.
Yeah.
And we're going to feature organic deep fry as one of the themes of one of the dinners.
Goat pie?
Organic deep fry.
Oh, nice.
With pie.
Yeah, and the food was just totally the most delicious food I had ever had last time when we were out there, Redbeard. That chef really knows what he's doing. And it was all like organic stuff or stuff that was made. Was it vegan everything or something?
Just everything was delicious.
No, it wasn't vegan. People eat meat.
No, I need meat.
We need meat.
Yeah, the food's
Red
a big
meat.
hit every
Red
year.
meat's meat.
We'll be serving up some of the goat that I've raised, as well as some of the neighbors' chickens, and as well as all the greens from the other neighbor's farm.
You make sure you get extra chickens for me there, bud.
You got it, buddy.
So, Redbeard, how many glass blowers are coming? What is the scope of the event
40.
exactly?
He said 40
Oh, you
already.
said
Yeah, there
40.
should be 40 torches lit, but there will be probably another 40 or so glass blowers there watching, as well as all of the other people watching. So, a lot, I'll say. So it's a really good opportunity for collectors, store owners, anyone interested in glass and in acquiring glass. There will be quite the gallery set up for sales. And I encourage a lot of that to support your local artist.
Will the glass blowers have the glass that they are blowing and selling beside them where they're blowing this year, or are you going to put it on a separate table again? Because I found it easier the year before to just buy it directly while they're blowing.
We kind of take a vote and we figured out it's got to be somewhere secure. That's our biggest thing. I think this year nobody's going to be able to just walk up and grab the glass. It's going to be for viewing only, and then if you want to go pick something up, you've got to go find the artist to get behind the velvet rope, per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot smarter, I think, because, I mean, did something get stolen last time, or somebody walk by and put something in their pocket or something?
No, it was hard to find the person to buy it off of because they just had it on the table.
Well, that too, but I think there was the problem with Redbeard. Was there a problem with that?
No, we've never had a problem with any glass breakage or anything, but it is a lot of money in glass there, so we're going to protect it a little better this year again.
Yeah.
So let me be clear. So they are going to have it beside them where they're blowing?
No, they're going to have it in a secured place, like behind somewhere you're going to be able to look at it. I'm not sure if it's going to be right next to the people, though.
Oh.
It'll be right in the glass blowing tent. There'll be a long gallery table. It'll be near the glass blowers, so it'll be easy for you to find, and each piece will be labeled by the artist.
Cool.
Okay.
Fantastic. Now, it's pretty awesome. When we were there last time, it kind of goes all night, the parties. The people are up having fun, everybody gets together, and there was some psychedelic experiences happening, you might say.
Yeah,
I'm going
inter-universal
galactic.
And for those that don't know, the type of glass blowing we do, making borosilicate pipes, kind of began on the Grateful Dead lot. So in honor of that, and also because I'm their biggest fan, we've got a Grateful Dead cover band coming. They'll be playing both nights till 2 a.m. And then we'll have some DJs doing some other music as well. And during the day, we've got some bluegrass music, a 5-piece bluegrass band called Courageous Mountain Rangers. And as well as we all know the Tall Brothers, they're coming up doing some reefer jazz.
I'm having a little bit of a hard time.
Cool. Do you miss me? We haven't hugged in a while. You gonna hug me on Canada Day?
So, no answer from that question.
I don't think any.
So
He's frozen.
Redbeard, if people want to,
He's not answering.
are you not there anymore, Redbeard?
I'm here. I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. If people want
He
to take
ignored
part
me.
in this, there's the yeah he did. There's the website address is gcgg.ca, but there's still tickets available and stuff. What does it cost, and how do people get it if they don't have internet access? Can they call you or something?
Okay. Well, tickets are available at the gate as well. We're asking $60 for the whole weekend with camping on site and everything that entails. The glass blower positions are $150. Most of those are taken. A couple last-minute guys are getting a hold of me. I've reserved a few spots for my guys I know are coming. As for tickets, you can order them on gcgg.ca. The first 100 tickets sold online will receive a special prize, hand-baked or made by Chef Seamus himself. So that's to encourage some advanced sales. But yeah, at the gate it's just fine.
Man, I'm looking so forward to it because it's just such a beautiful place up there.
When should I come up? When should Kush.ca
I should
come up with
also
the
mention
cameras?
there's day passes. If you just want to come up for a few hours, we'll charge $10 a half a day, $20 a full day, $35 the weekend if you're not camping on site. So if you're staying at the hotel in Whistler, or if you're at the resort at the lake, that's what we're asking for.
Ask him what day's the best day to go up.
I didn't hear the last thing you said, Redbeard, but Mark wants to know what day's the best day for him to come up.
And film.
You should come up on Friday. Don't come up too late. It gets dark at 9 o'clock, eh? So Friday night we'll be rocking. Saturday all day, Saturday night all night, and closing it down Sunday afternoon.
Okay. I'll bring lots of goodies, don't worry.
Yeah. Jeremiah, are you going to do your show from the gathering next week?
Yeah, I'd love to do my show on Friday there. That'd be fun.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah, we'll broadcast the show live next week from Redbeard's.
We should.
I'm not actually sure how I'm getting up there yet.
I'll drive you up. I got a van.
Yeah, okay. I wanted. Is there enough room for like hemp seed and yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I got a van.
Cool. Excellent. Awesome. Well, we'll definitely be having a blast. Last time when you came up, we
That's
had
a video right there.
We had. Remember, you took a video last time we were up there in the camper when we drove up to the lake.
with Remo.
Yeah, with Remo. Yeah, it was an awesome
we
video.
rolled up. That was so funny in the middle of nowhere. Look who rolls up.
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
I know. We just happened to. We
We
wanted
had
to
this
go
big
and.
sesh.
Yeah, it was a weird coincidence. We drove out into the middle of nowhere on this lake, and you were right there.
Yeah, it's like in a little camper too.
Yeah.
Just ready to blaze.
And it was just pissing rain. I remember when we were there. Actually, it was like
yeah,
it started to
That, but I
downpour.
wasn't sure. Yeah, it was. Pissing rain.
Yeah, it was really downpouring for
So
some reason.
good.
But so Redbeard, I guess we'll see you on Cannabis Day before that though, because you'll be in town
At the bus
here.
stop.
The glass bus stop. That's completely reserved for the glass blowers. Even says it on the map this year. So Redbeard, are you coming down for Cannabis Day?
Yes, I will be there.
Nice.
Jeremiah, I'm not going to be there so early because I'm coming down from Birkin, so someone else will hold down the booth, but make sure you save that glass bus stop for me, brother.
Did you hear what he said? I
Not
didn't
making
catch
down
that.
For his birthday or something.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday. July 1st is my birthday. I didn't hear what you said there, Redbeard. But
Glass bus stop.
the bus, yeah, we
Who's
got
gonna
you.
be
We
there?
got the bus stop totally booked for you guys for sure.
We're there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys will be there for sure.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, the glass blowers always inhabit the glass bus stop there, and it's right on Howe Street. You can get all kinds of glass goodies.
Yeah, Jeremiah and I'll be happy to collect our free bong when we come by on Canada Day too for bus stop
That's
video.
right there. Oh yeah.
No, I'm joking.
We
I'll
should-
come by, peace.
Yeah, okay. Well, and so I guess
At
the
a super
Great Canadian
discount.
Glass Gathering is coming up on, it's July 4th to 6th, right, Redbeard?
Yeah, July 4th, 5th, and 6th.
July 4th to 6th, and that's in Birkin. Now, you have to find
Beautiful,
your...
beautiful Birkin.
You really have to find your way there, though, right?
It kind of waves its way in. Up until Pemberton, it's easy.
Yeah. Is there a bus that takes people there, Redbeard?
Say that again?
Is there a bus?
If people want to get there, is there a bus that goes to Birkin?
Well, not really. There's a Greyhound that goes to Pemberton. I really encourage y'all to get some wheels, borrow, rent a car, carpool, and if you do need a ride from Pemberton, you can call me at the ranch and contact me for that number before you leave.
Cool. All right. So yeah, and
So excited.
tickets and everything else, you can find info at gcgg.ca.
A
Great
real
Canadian
unique
Glass Gathering.
event. A must-see,
awesome.
once in a lifetime. 40 different artists. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
So
Redbeard's
unique.
got the buds to show off again there.
Oh yeah, those better be dried and cured and ready for me and Jeremiah. Ready for testing.
That's right. Excellent. Well, thanks, Redbeard, for coming on the show. Sorry we couldn't get the sound through the Skype system there. Not sure what was up with that, but it seemed to work out in the end here.
Thanks, Redbeard. I look forward to making a crazy video with you. He's like,
Oh, no. All right. I'm not sure if you can hear us completely, but...
Okay, thanks, Jeremiah. I can't hear you with beans, so I'm going to get back to trimming.
can't hear us.
Yeah. We love you, Redbeard.
Love you.
Love you too. We'll see you next weekend, and
Oh,
I'll
I
see you
heard
at
that you loved
Cannabis
them.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see you
for
later,
sure.
buddy.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
All right. So that was Redbeard. Here,
I've gone every year for the last 2 or 3 years, I think. 2 years for sure.
Yeah, I went
been
just
awesome.
last year, and it was really fucking cool,
Yeah,
man.
I went the year before and last year.
I was
So good.
having some personal issues at the time with my lady and stuff, and so I spent some of it sort of wrapped up in all of that stuff. So hopefully this year I'll have more time to hang out and chill the fuck out.
I'm just coming there to enjoy the scenery. It's just a beautiful place to go party it up, and there's so many people and a lot going on, so it's just gonna be crazy. And
Where we stayed last time, Al,
Al,
thanks for coming
thanks
on the
for
show.
the cheers,
Where we stayed last time
Bash.
was down by the
down by the
bay. There's this really great lake on the way out there, and they have these red cabins that are right on the lake.
Oh, yeah.
When you drive by, you can see them.
Yeah.
And yeah, right, it was beautiful stuff.
I'm staying in Whistler.
The coolest cabins. You're staying in
I'm
Whistler.
staying in Whistler, the hot tub on the deck, 40-minute drive.
What? Maybe I'll stay with you.
Yeah, that's the way
I don't
to go.
actually know if Redbeard got me a cabin this time, but see you, man.
He's like booked up. I kind of asked the same thing, and they're pretty much gone. So.
We also have Mr.
40
Neil
artists.
Magnuson in the house, and he has a little brochure he's been working on for Cannabis Day. Neil, why don't you come over here? Here, I'm going to get you a microphone.
Down by the bay. Oh, cannabis. No, you fucking take it to the. You're the best, buddy.
Show him your shirt, Neil.
Show him your shirt, Neil. Dude, just take off your clothes, Neil.
Woo! There you go.
Good God, don't get him started.
Uh-oh, watch the cam, though. Watch the cam there.
No sword fighting, buddy.
Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, you got to come closer. You got to come closer. Yeah, show him the front, though.
We should do some crowd participation.
Yes, and now show him the front. You can see him. I don't think he can really read it. Back up a bit.
Okay, if it's your birthday in the lounge, you got to come up here and have a nice big dab. I heard it was somebody's birthday, so
Now turn
dab
around.
time, eh? Dab time. While he's modeling.
Yes. Yeah.
It's birthday boy.
Whose birthday is it?
Come on, he's right there. Come on, birthday boy.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Birthday dab. Birthday dab.
singled out.
Now, do you want to do it on camera? You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it on cam, but if you want to.
Anyone watching smokes weed.
Oh, everybody watches smokes weed. How you doing, man? What's your name?
Jason.
Jason. Happy birthday, Jason.
Jason, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Neil.
Birthday dabs.
So,
This is a special reserve.
while you're dabbing there, Jason.
Special reserve.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, we have Neil the singer in the
Happy
house.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Unless you snore.
Nah.
That's another story. Sort of like, oh, cannabis.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yes, Neil. So you'll be singing that on stage.
Yeah.
We have the big lyric sheet. Yeah, happy birthday.
Coming up for Jason.
Happy birthday, man.
All right.
Yeah, and this year, again, we have the big, everybody can sing along because we got a big thing made for everybody
That's
with the
right.
lyrics on it.
And the older I get, the more help I need probably with it, right? So.
You have quite the voice,
You're
Neil.
killing it now. No, people used to like, you know, give me like, eh. Now it's like everyone's silent.
Yeah.
They sing along.
People wait
to
for
you,
it now.
You know, it's like, oh, I love it now.
Brings chills to the back of my
Yeah,
spine there
it's-
every time.
Yeah, it's
This
bigger
is
and better now.
Year number 10. The 10th time I've got to stand up there and do it.
Well-
Started with a megaphone, and now we got the rock star stage. So.
To put into perspective
nice.
for you, buddy, 30,000 people is bigger than Rogers Arena. So
Yeah.
you're bigger than that dude that sings on for their O Canada
Justin
there.
Timberlake?
The big fat dude.
Oh, yeah, I know who it is. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
I'd love to do
awesome.
a cannabis before a Canucks game.
Oh, you should.
That'd be so awesome. Man.
I bet there would be a lot of angry...
That's your little dream now, eh?
There'd be
You can
so
hack
many...
into
We're
the
all
system.
manifesting.
You'd have a
it.
bunch of angry hockey moms, though, who are like... "Ah."
Well, not after legalization.
Well,
Yeah, when
that's
it's
true.
legal and athletes are allowed to use it, and they find that it's good for like, you know, muscle
they-
recovery after games.
When they hear about all the
And
kids
they're
that are
sponsoring
getting
the games.
you know,
Yeah, if it's
Sponsored by
you know,
Tweed.
Tweed's Hockey Night in Canada, then yeah, probably. That's probably not far
Yeah,
off,
well,
though.
because we've been lied to about it being this bad, nasty thing. It's not at all. It's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
They told the biggest lie they could tell. That's the way you get away with it for a while anyway.
Yeah.
But really, it's all about peace and love and focusing on nature, and it's
Getting
all
high.
these really good things.
And Neil, you have a brochure in your hand here that you're going to be handing out on Cannabis Day. Here, let
We
me
do, yeah.
show it off here.
And
Cannabis
that talks
Day.
a bit about that. You know, a good group of conscientious people have decided to seize the day and make the point about this hypocritical and destructive policy that is the prohibition of cannabis, which
I have one
stigmatizes
too, Neil?
people and makes things a crime that are not a crime and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think when we do get this turned around, that hopefully the truth will really come out, and then it'll be embraced as it should. I don't know about singing "O Cannabis" before a Canucks game, but you know, why not? You know, as a symbol of you
Talk a
know,
little bit more to your mic, maybe. I just want to make sure they can hear you. Yeah, so, Neil, you've been doing this for... How many years have you been singing that song, actually?
This is my 10th year, my 10th Cannabis Day of doing that. And I specifically wrote it for Cannabis Day 10 years ago because, you know, there was some other versions of O Cannabis that really didn't represent. And so I wanted to have something that was thought-provoking and respectful. And that's how it ended up the way it is, with a little line in there from David Malmo Levine's version about, you know, keeping your stash from the police, which also makes a good point and always gets a good laugh. So.
For sure. Now, Neil, you also are a coordinator of other things on Cannabis Day. Some of the free weed that shows up on our poster here, you actually make sure all that happens smoothly. So what can you tell us about the free weed situation this year?
Yeah, again this year we can thank the Holy Rollers for dedicated efforts on a daily basis of rolling up all this great weed that we've got from our sponsors, Kush.ca, Weeds, glassandgifts.com, Lime Life on Kingsway there, and thanks to the Vancouver Seed Bank for letting all that happen there. And yeah, it's a great part of what we do
Community
here.
effort.
That's right.
It really is, yeah. And
A lot of people pitch in on this
And
one.
we'll be launching them in T-shirts. Thank everyone that's bringing T-shirts. That's a good reminder. Everyone, give me your T-shirt so I can launch as many joints as possible. We do
Yeah.
not care what's on the T-shirts as long as they're not, you know.
Got to represent
Not
it.
a
offensive or
lawsuit.
something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want to like promote your company or you want to start a clothing company, bring me your T-shirts. Just bring them down to the Kush.ca booth beside the stage. And I
You'll
will
remember
launch
that
it.
T-shirt you got when it was full of joints.
People fight over these T-shirts, and when you get something like that, it's 10 times the value.
Because everybody's fought
Oh, for sure.
it.
I fought 10
historic.
dudes on Cannabis Day for this T-shirt.
That's what we should
And it
have a
came
shirt
with
that
3
says
joints
that.
in it.
We should get a shirt that says, I fought 10 dudes and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
And a joint.
Yeah, but nobody fights on Cannabis Day. It's all
It's
very
not like
friendly.
a fight. It's like, you know, it's like a competitive
friendly
game.
scramble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
friendly scramble.
No, it's not like in Spain when we were there And that's that you call that a friendly
I
scramble.
videotaped that.
Yeah.
They're
like, you know, they go nuts for the free stuff there.
Insane.
They'll like step over their own damn mothers.
I filmed the riot they had at that Advanced Nutrients booth where they like rushed the booth.
Yeah. It's hard to believe over some free nutrients that people would go so nuts, but
their unemployment rate was really, really low.
I guess that's
So you start giving away shit that's like free.
Yeah, run, get it, sell it.
Grandma will be so happy if I bring 4 bottles of nutrients.
That's true.
It is one of the more beautiful things in our
But Grandma's a
events,
grower,
we give
so
out free weed like that. You know,
It's actually a lot of free stuff, a lot of free stickers.
Yeah, there was pizza last year
Yeah,
at 420.
Yep, companies are starting to take advantage of it.
Fresh Slice came down, was giving out slices. I had several people calling that had food trucks that were very interested in setting up booths and having their stuff down there. I'm like, you can't drive your truck onto the lot. But I said you can, you know, if they park off lot somewhere and they have a deal with the city or whatever, then they can just shimmy stuff over to us, bring it in and deliver it. That's what the pizza companies did.
So yeah, we're hopefully setting a precedent for other rallies around the world to do the same thing, to get donations from people that are either willing to put their name behind it or not, and give out free weed at these rallies and events. That's a great thing that I don't think can be mimicked by any other groups out there that put on huge events. So.
I think from when I travel and I talk to like even Toronto, I think the big difference between Vancouver and everywhere else in the world is David Malmo's implementation of the hug power when someone is arrested for flower crimes. One person grabs the one person and everyone grabs that person and there's no violence and you just hold on for dear life. And we've done it with 10 people with Marijuana Man.
We did, with Marijuana Steve.
Marijuana Steve.
Yeah.
Such a weird situation.
There needs to be video cameras and there needs to be a fair group of people.
Yeah, that's another good thing. Lots of cameras to put in their face.
Several people willing to be arrested.
Cams around. Because the cops will just stomp all over you if they don't think they're being on videotapes.
Yeah, videos, cameras, very powerful, let me
But if you're for righteous reasons, which is breaking bad laws, then and you should be willing to get arrested for that, or if you are willing to get arrested for that, then you have the makings of hug power to be able to pull off this type of thing. Because the public will protect you, and in the end, the courts, I think, will protect you if you're a peaceful person trying to just address bad, harmful laws. And certainly in this climate now, I think a person has a lot of credibility when they're doing something to further this issue.
You say the courts. Dr. Gupta told me, yo.
Oh man.
I love quoting the CNN doctor now.
Exactly.
You know,
have you guys talked at all?
CNN said it was okay, so.
Yeah. Dr. Gupta says it's healing little baby children.
Have you guys talked at all on your show today about Dr. Mucholan and his presentation?
No, we have not. Now, we actually had somebody there shooting that on video, or actually we were supposed to have somebody. Corey might tell us about that, because Corey was there, and she saw the whole thing. Were you there too, Neil?
I was.
Yeah, and I heard that he was one of the good speakers, but when the rabbi was also a good speaker, but then the lady, no?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I had conflicting info. I guess.
No. No, the rabbi was embarrassed by what he had to present, actually, after listening to what the doctor had to say. Because he was basing his opinion on a 1973 rabbi's opinion, which had some bullet points starting with physical harm, after the doctor had just explained that massive doses of cannabis is what's needed for people with severe illnesses, and there's no side effects, and there's no harm, and it's not addictive. And the doctor was fabulous and amazing and awesome. And he was also very upset with the fact that there had been no clinical studies. Well, one to do with cannabis. It was an actual clinical study, and that was to do with epilepsy, and that was 35 years ago. And it proved so successful that partway through the study, they stopped it to give the other control part of the group that wasn't getting the cannabis, because it wasn't fair to not let them, to continue to have them.
Wow.
But that was the end of the clinical studies that have been done, because it's in nobody's interest to do that. There's no pharmaceutical company that's figured out how to keep people from growing their own yet. So that's the battle we're in right now, is they still want control and to monopolize the market. And we're not going to stop fighting until everybody has the right to grow themselves a little plot and share it with their friends and families if they want. And if they want to sell to the public, all they need is some sort of a reasonably accessible license to do so. And the taxes should also be reasonable, and adults should be able to get what they want in a variety of different places.
It's like a farmer's market.
Just freedom, that's all we're looking for is simple freedom. I don't know if that's too much to ask for in a free country with public servants or not, but we're going to keep asking for it till we get it. So Cannabis Day is the best day of all for showing our strength and showing our numbers, and for having our cannabis sales wide open and taking over the main part of one of the biggest cities in Canada with an event where we break these criminal laws openly all day long, just to make the point that people using and consuming and selling cannabis are not a threat to anybody. We don't need our tax dollars wasted on trying to stop people from doing those things. And the fact that they are doing that is not because they have the public's interests in mind. Quite the contrary, they have the interests of those corporations and gangs that want to monopolize those markets. So that's why we're there fighting to stop that, and it's the most fun we have all year, other than maybe 420. But I kind of like Cannabis Day, man.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Better weather usually on.
That's right.
it is, yeah, for sure. We can go later,
Whoa.
right? Because the sun stays out longer and it's not dark so fast. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, and this year we also have rented a hotel suite across the street again. So we'll be shooting our cameras out the window and trying to record that for you guys. The sound isn't always the best, but at least you guys can kind of see what's going on. And last year we
those are awesome shots.
had a half-decent microphone, and it did pick up the sound. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't perfect. There's no other way to do it, because when you have those many thousands of people in the same area, unfortunately the cell towers don't work for us anymore, and you can't get an internet signal. You can barely get a phone signal, let alone an internet signal out there. So
Everyone's texting their friends to come down.
that's right. And even the texts get blocked when it's 420 and you're trying to send a text on. And
Yeah, there's just too many people from
Yeah.
the system.
yeah, so now I've also, Marius, I just sent you a video. I was talking earlier about Jody Emery running for the Liberal Party with the Vancouver East Riding Association there. They've approached her about running there. And there's a video of Jody talking about Justin Trudeau on Sun TV. Now I have this in front of me here. On Sun TV, it's called "Getting High with Justin" is the name of the video, and underneath it says, "Jody Emery, the Princess of Pot, is running for Justin Trudeau's weed party." Sun News.
Oh, man.
It's like the Fox News North. Justin
wow.
Trudeau's weed party.
Oh man, we've taken over the Liberal Party.
Now, I have not seen this video, but Jody said it was funny. She just sent me the link, so hopefully it's pretty hilarious. I haven't seen it. I guess we'll have to watch it. Now, if Marius can cue that up,
Wow.
then we can at least have the people at home watch it. I don't know if the lounge
So
can
we got
see
some
it.
other things going on for Cannabis Day. We're going to dress the stage up a little bit. We've got better
duties.
smoking joints and things like that.
We've got, those
And,
big smoke machines
so-
inside of joints.
And I got to go work on those things. So thank you very much for having me on the show. We're 4 sleeps away
That was a
from
nice segue there, bud.
the best Cannabis Day that we've ever had. Come on,
Thanks,
Doug.
Neil.
I'm fucking
Thanks for
leaving
coming on and
segue.
All right.
filling us in on
All right,
everything.
how are you going to sing "Oh Canada" for us?
That's
I
right.
can't wait, buddy.
All right, I thought you might want me to do it now, but no.
No,
Yeah,
I
no.
was just saying
Save
that could
that-
be your
that-
excuse.
you
I
just
gotta
gave
go
him a
rest
preview.
My vocal cords.
I've been practicing a little bit around town. It gets really good results every time.
Do you sing
good.
it in the mirror?
Not in the mirror, no.
Nah.
When the spirit moves.
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you, guys.
Cannabis Day. If you want to see Neil sing "Oh Cannabis," that's right. Come down to the Cannabis Day rally on July 1st.
It's special.
That's right.
I'm
Center
so
town.
baked.
I am
Barely
too,
keep my
man.
eyes
Yeah,
open.
you have all these piles of weed. See you, Neil. Thanks.
Yeah.
Show off some of this weed over here. We got a big pile of it.
Jordan's
time
God
with
is our
the poster.
favorite. Jordan's God.
Jordan's God. Yeah, this was amazing.
And we got
I want to take a sniff.
Chronic Rockstar. You can pull a butt out too. And the Afghan Kush, I think. Yeah, looks like Afghan Kush.
Marius sings a song at Cannabis Day too.
Headband.
Clam Toes in the chat note said, "I like Marius' song." I'm assuming he's referring to Marius
Big
singing.
Kush.
Marius, what's the name of the song you sing? The Reefer song.
Hindu Kush.
Nice.
Rockstar. Should I pull out a bud?
Hell yeah.
Okay, here's the Rockstar. I'll pull it to the camera.
Hindu Kush. What's it say? Something. Looks like it says Crunk. Crunk Kush. That looks good. That looks good. Looks good, doesn't it? Rockstar. Is that Rockstar? Couple bags of Rockstar. And then show them the Jordan. What's this one we're smoking right now? Whatever it is, it tastes delicious. That shit is the bomb. Yeah. That's some fucking gourmet shit. It was very sweet tasting. It had like almost a fruity. It was so sweet.
It literally is taking the #1 strain in my heart right now.
It's that really high. I don't know. I always consider things high and low end in weed taste. You get like this sort of sweet, flavory, and then the lower musky sort of. This one's really high.
It's a dank, earthy, rosy flavor. It's still got that rosy, cushy flavor, but it's really dank.
Big knob down a bit. We're getting feedback. Thanks, Marius. Okay, so now is the video ready, Marius? Yeah. Okay, video is ready. So Jodie Emery on Sun News talking about her running for Justin Trudeau's weed party, according to Sun News. I hope we can show this off to everybody. I don't think we can, but Marius, go ahead and throw the switch.
Do it.
The current approach on drugs is not working.
I'm in favor of legalizing it.
5 or 6 times in my life that I've taken a puff.
Just a puff? Well, she's considered a secret weapon for the Liberal Party, who apparently are wooing the Princess of Pot to come into their fold. Another star candidate for Justin Trudeau's party, a candidate who would shake up the BC vote in the next federal election and offer up some bench strength for a party leader who has to sell his pot plan to the rest of the country. She's Jodie Emery. She joins us now. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
So why now? Why now go into the mainstream politics?
Well, as you may know, the Liberal Party has discussed legalization for some time. Trudeau himself voted for mandatory minimums, though, so Mark Emery, my husband, has called him a hypocrite on that. And I've been on Sun News also commenting honestly that Justin Trudeau has been disappointing. But he has looked at the science, he's looked at the facts and public opinion and the example down south, and seeing that prohibition is a failed policy. So I just joined the Liberal Party federally. I'm a new member. I haven't been an insider. Just a few months ago, I was on Sun News saying that I wasn't going to join the party. But with legalization being offered, the benefit for Canadians in terms of billions of tax dollars in revenue and billions of dollars saved from prohibition enforcement, that's too much to pass up, and it's the only party offering it.
All right. Who can you sell this to? Because while it might be very popular in BC, it's not so popular the further east you go, especially on the East Coast.
Well, it's definitely a hot-button topic, but the polls show that even conservative voters want legalization. It's not so much a partisan issue anymore. And the Liberal Party itself, Justin Trudeau, I've never met him, never seen him. They didn't reach out to me. I've been asked to speak.
Did you reach out to them?
I've spoken at Liberal Party events in Vancouver East, the riding in my hometown, and after a couple of years and seeing the work that they've done, they asked me to put my name in the process. So I still need to go against someone else who might want to run up against Libby Davies. But I'm putting my name out there and waiting for some feedback. And I think a lot of people might be a bit uncomfortable with the Mark Emery name. But as you commented on, there's a vote behind this. There are young people who could be going out to the voting polls based on Mark Emery's advice.
Right, and your husband, Mark, gets out of jail after serving a 5-year term in the United States. He's out in 2 weeks, and then he has to spend a few weeks kind of reintegrating back in. But once he's out, he'll become a huge part of your campaign, assuming you get the nod. You'll go across the country selling your ideas.
Yeah, whether the Liberals have me run with them or not, we're still going to ask people to vote for them. I would rather just talk about principles than a party. For me, this is more about my principles. And I would like to push the Liberals to adopt some more ideas of small government, fiscal responsibility. I mean, people are confused about where I am on the political spectrum. Am I conservative or am I left wing? I think I just have ideas that don't belong anywhere. I really believe that this conservative government could be for free markets and could be for civil liberties, but they haven't, and they failed, and they seem to be promoting some businesses over others, and that's not really fair, especially when tax dollars are used to subsidize that sort of favoritism. So I can't say that the Liberals wouldn't do the same sort of thing, but at least if I can get into office with any party, it's about the ideas getting into government, really about spending efficiently. We don't need to raise taxes. 44% of our income goes to taxes. It's being wasted. And I don't care if you're NDP, Liberal, or Conservative. We need to do something about that.
Now, if you run for the Liberals, you will be asked to vote for the party line. I mean, Mr. Trudeau has come out his stance on abortion and other party issues. Are you willing to park your own, conscience to do what this party says?
So I have considered this a lot. It's been a very long process of debating whether I should get involved this way or not. But I also know what it means to be practical with politics. It's a popularity contest. You know, you get people in through name recognition and through just being recognized in the public. But parties never really seem to stay true to what they say in the first place anyway. I mean, I've been criticizing government for years. They don't ever stay true to their promises. So if I can get in there even just to try and hold their feet to the fire, perhaps, that would be great. Again, the party hasn't reached out to me, and I guarantee you there are a lot of Liberals very nervous about me being associated with them. They don't want any affiliation with Mark Emery, especially after a lot of the controversy that there has been. But I am someone that the public knows after all these years of my husband being gone. I've been asked to speak, and I have ideas that I think a lot of Canadians can agree with, and that's why there's even discussion about me running instead of straight-out refusal.
All right, so you're going up against a long time member of Parliament. It's a tough seat to get, assuming you get the nod. Are you comfortable with Mr. Trudeau's policy as you've heard it? Because he's been very vague on how it would work. I mean, we've questioned him a number of times. How would you legalize it? How would you police it? How would you, get it to market? And none of these are knowns. It's completely unknown. I'm sure you have your own ideas of how this would work, but are you comfortable with where he is at now, with the way he talks about it?
Well, when it comes to everything, pipelines or any sort of law, there is a lot of details, and I don't expect him to be an expert in this. So there are people who
But I think Canadians, if you're going to fundamentally shift, the country in this way, I think a lot of people would want to know, say, hey, how are you going to police this?
Well, they do have details, actually. On the Liberal Party website, it says cannabis regulation, and there have been many reports. They voted on it very thoroughly. A lot of experts are advising them on this. And again, Trudeau used to be in favor of mandatory minimums, and he was only very uncomfortable with the idea of marijuana, but now he's come forward because he has the backing of the science and the example in Colorado State and Washington. So this is based on what other people are doing, and with any new policy and a radical shift, you're going to have trial and error and failures and successes. And with marijuana, we could just take it out of the drug schedule and it would become a drug or a substance like any other that provinces could regulate in a healthcare system, or legalized, we could treat it like alcohol. I know BC just started advancing in their alcohol reform. We have laws that are outdated there, and they just changed them. But province by province, they deal with that substance differently, and tobacco too. So again, if it's a substance that's newly introduced, we have ways to deal with that. There are a lot of popular things like gluten-free products, and all sorts of items get introduced into the marketplace, and it could be uncomfortable because people don't know.
I don't think parents are as nervous of gluten-free products getting into their child's hands as they are pot, for say.
Parents are nervous about a lot of things. Let's look at the sign on the door. It says no peanut products in this building, right? Peanuts can kill people. There are a lot of deadly products out there, and alcohol causes rape and murder and all sorts of crimes every day. That's true. And we know that it can be harmful, but instead of putting people in prison for it, we educate them about responsible use. We allow them to get help if they need it. And we try to minimize the harm done by alcohol. Again, if marijuana is dangerous and parents are concerned, the policy that exists right now is allowing teenagers to get it, sell it, smoke it. And parents who are concerned, that's happening today under prohibition. If you look to countries where they've reformed their laws, the youth use goes down. It's not as mysterious. And if we normalize it, it's not that attractive to teens.
Either way, you'll keep the race interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe give Libby a shake-up and see how that runs.
And Libby's been wonderful to us, I have to say. She's a great model of a member of Parliament, so it's hard to take her on, but I just want to get our message out there, and this is a chance for me to do it.
All right, we'll be watching. You bet. Thank you, Jody.
Thank you.
Good evening from Sun
Now we're
News
back,
Network
I guess.
Studios in the nation's
Sorry to the
cap.
in-house crowd, we couldn't show you Jody's video, but she really kicked ass.
She did. That was like a Fox News broadcast trying to like
I thought,
bash pot.
Yeah, they're being nice to her though. The press hasn't been too tough on her or anything about this one, which is good. She went on Don, what's his name, the big-headed guy from CTV.
I can't pretend.
Don Newman. Yeah, he was actually pretty decent too.
Big-headed guy. Yeah, I know who you're talking
Marshmallow guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a very nice guy. If I ever meet him, I'll be embarrassed.
Whiskey drinking.
I know he
mofo.
watches Pot TV all the time, so.
Love you.
Yes, he's got a big head.
Love you, big-headed dude.
And yeah, usually he's a real dick too on the air, but he was really nice to Jody. So.
We're getting bigger.
It's funny though. On the copy on that thing says that Jody Emery running for Justin Trudeau's weed party.
Yeah, that's like pot. Yeah.
And the interview, the interview itself is not like that one-sided or anything, but.
No.
Crazy.
Some more Jordan's gone.
And you have a butter rip for me here.
Yeah, with this like.
Oh man, that
Vortex
smells
looking
so
thing.
good. Oh my god, you gonna roll that up or something?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
That's next on the
nice.
platter.
Hit me up here.
Ready, go. It's a big dab. Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, recovery time needed.
Bam.
So this
That's
thing's got
very
this
nice.
like frigate thing
I
in
want
here.
one of these things.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It
It's,
hits really nice.
Red Eye Tech. So thanks for
I
those
like
guys.
the little
hooking me
tornado
up.
thing. That's cool.
Yeah, I bought it off them.
I don't have my usual Redbeard
paying me to make
piece with
this,
me
so
here.
I really do love
Lovecraft.
it.
She's upstairs.
Yeah, we don't know what Redbeard stuff is, but next week it'll be all Redbeard. Don't worry. It's the glass gathering, right? Redbeard. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said that the Jody video was laggy. It looked perfect for me on this side. We were watching it perfectly here, but I can put the link in the chat for you here as well if you like.
It's so nice of you. Way to take care of people.
Yeah, or maybe Marius can because I don't have it in front of me right now. But
We'll post a link either way.
yeah, Marius, can you throw the link of the sun thing in the chat? Oh, he's not there anymore. Marius has disappeared. Yeah, hilarious.
And I need more rollies
Oh,
to roll a big joint. Can you hold the fort down for 1 minute? I'll run there and I'll run right back.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, this was pretty much the end of the show anyway. What time is it? 5:53. Yeah, we put in a 2-hour show today. Usually it is supposed to be a 1-hour show, but we usually take 3 hours to finish. That's how it always goes. But yeah, we smoked a lot of weed today. Big thanks to Redbeard for coming on the show today. Mark and I will both be up at the Great Canadian Glass Gathering up at Redbeard's place in Burton,
Sharing a
BC.
tent.
Next week. That's where we'll be broadcasting this show live from there, so you can watch us next week from Burton, BC on Pot TV. And before that, though, on Tuesday, we'll be broadcasting live the Cannabis Day celebration.
Day, yeah.
So you can tune in at 10 o'clock in the morning PT, or actually, sorry, you can tune in at noon.
Bring the whole family down. Make it your pre-cannabis. Is there fireworks that night?
There's fireworks. Yeah, there's
Evening,
usually
right?
fireworks.
So come down, enjoy the festivities, and go watch the fireworks.
That's right.
That's your
come,
Cannabis Day.
come see
Convince
the fireworks
family.
at the art gallery, and then see the fireworks in the
A
city.
lot of people got family activities on Cannabis Day, so that's why I'm saying that. Convince your whole family. This is what we're doing today.
Yes.
Tell mom, Robson, shopping. Right? And then everyone goes down to shopping, and boom, you're there. You're already at the art gallery. Oh, look what's going on. Okay, you guys enjoy shopping. We'll meet back in 2 hours. Boom.
That's right.
You're at the rally, okay? That's the plan.
Are you talking to all the kids out there, or like?
Everyone.
Yeah.
No, you live with your mom. Come on, dude.
Bring grandma down.
No,
everybody
just
down.
Because I talked about everyone on Cannabis Day, a lot of people have to go with their family.
Yeah.
It's a family. It's a holiday. Shit, yeah, man. I know a lot of people gotta do the barbecue thing with families. Usually what happens on Cannabis Day.
Corey's in the house, and Holly Bear's in the house. Hi, Holly Bear. Corey, did you want to come on the show and say anything today? You've been doing some stuff, so why don't you come up here and before we close the show down, our correspondent Corey Trip C, who's always got something for us. Corey was at the event as well, learning about the origins of THC and all of that stuff, or the finding of THC. But yeah, I heard that there was a woman speaking there that was against kids using cannabis or something. She gave like a bad talk about kids and cannabis. Because David Malmo Levine is currently working on an article right now about kids and marijuana, and is marijuana actually bad for kids? What do the studies actually say? Well, overall the studies actually say it's probably not bad for kids.
And then there's also such thing as multi-different cannabinoids. In cannabis, they're starting to isolate cannabinoids. I had a gentleman show me some hemp oil, which has super high CBDs. It's a food-grade product. But that's what everyone wants, is the CBD, especially for children. So,
yeah.
I mean, people are going to change up their game so that kids aren't getting high and they're still getting the cannabinoids they need for the cancer or epileptic relief they want. Just my personal opinion.
Agree.
But after seeing something like that, that's a product that I might actually be interested in marketing and doing, because I could sell that anywhere in the world as a food product.
Mm. No, we have Corey here. Why don't you guys do you want to trade spots?
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I my mic.
Trade spots. Be good. So that doesn't fall over there. I want that to fall down.
Weed explosion over here.
Yeah, no kidding. There's weed and stuff. That's Mark for you. Everywhere he goes, it's like a tornado of weed. It's not just the bong tornado. He's like the Tasmanian devil of weed.
Actually, I see my daughter.
Everybody looks at that case and says that's cool.
It's gold this week, though.
Yeah, it's gold. You have a red one.
So I ran into my daughter. We, spent the weekend since the last time I was on, and she's got the red one now, and I got the gold one. We switched. I was like, oh, everyone loved it.
I saw that.
So
it's
this
very
is
sparkly.
my prize for winning the coloring the cover contest. When I went
the
out
Crop
to...
King, some Crop King seeds.
Yeah, woo-hoo.
There you go. Some free advertising for Crop King seeds.
Yay.
They're friends of ours.
Crop King, yeah, official sponsors of Kush Cup.
Yep, and Cannabis Day.
And Cannabis Day.
And Cannabis Day. So they're actually putting back into the movement.
They are the helpful people, helpful guys over at Crop King.
White Widow. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Marius has found it yet, but there's actually a video from raising the teepee out at Ted's.
Oh?
Yeah.
And what is that?
Well, Ted had to climb up and get a picture from the top. We're all like really serious. Like, what's he doing? He's going to move one of the sticks and make it different. No, once he gets up there, everybody's like holding their breath and on the edge of their seats, and they go, I'm just getting a picture from up here, man.
He climbed to the top.
Yeah, it's really
So tell us about the event, though. What's the whole thing?
Well, this was last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't recall. I'm a little stoned right now.
Yes.
But
I'll even you out.
So the seeds were for coloring the cover contest of the Cannabis Digest. That's what I got these for.
But the video you're talking about.
The video is I went and got this after we raised the teepee. He did actually a smudging, and then we hotboxed it.
What is raising
so
the
bad.
teepee?
You'll see, actual teepee.
And you hotbox the teepee.
Oh my God, did we hotbox? It's not in the video, unfortunately. This was just a beginning part. We have lots of pictures and all different things. But
where can people find more of the pictures and stuff?
On Facebook.
Oh, it's on Facebook?
It's all over Facebook.
And is it on your Trip C Facebook page?
Well, on my page, on Ted's page. So, there's
Ted
a lot
Smith?
of Ted Smith, yeah.
Yes,
Ted Smith.
Of course, who is the one of the founders of the Cannabis Buyers Club,
Yes,
CBC.
and you'll see pictures on the Cannabis Digest page too, I'm sure, coming out. But yeah, so after we raised the teepee and we all got inside and we hotboxed that thing, it was really awesome. And he gave me my prize for coloring the cover.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome, and that was in the city of Victoria.
Yes, that was over on the island. Actually, it was somewhere in between. It actually wasn't in Victoria. It was halfway down. I'm not really sure. I'm not great on geography, but yeah, no, it was a nice retreat. Cobble Hill, that's what it was.
Oh yeah, in Cobble Hill.
Cobble Hill, and he's going to be making the Cobble Herb retreat, I think, out there. So yeah, it's pretty neat, and he's said it's okay for me to come back out and do a story on it.
Oh, nice, great.
Yeah,
oh, excellent.
Yeah, so I'd love to report on it for you.
Ted's one of the hardest working marijuana activists in this country, undoubtedly. The guy does not stop for years. Yeah, just nonstop.
David gives him a run for his money too.
Who does?
David Malmo. He's super active too.
David does.
Sorry, I'm a huge David advocate, just because since I was like very, very young.
David
he's been
does
on the mic at every rally.
It's true. David does a lot of pot activism.
I love them both equally.
Yes. Now, Marius,
the bomb shop.
Did you hear that the?
Do you see the bomb? The bomb shop.
I'm seeing that.
Marius thinks he has it. Is there sound in the video, or can we talk? Or should we be talking over top of it? Doing our own voices and such.
That's it.
Is this Ted Smith who climbed the thing?
Show it in front of the camera. Oh, okay.
Sorry, was it Ted who climbed the?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Ted on the TV.
Yes, it's Ted who climbed it to the top.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
there
he's just taking a picture.
Oh, there's Ted.
Wow,
that's what a crazy looking thing.
Oh yeah.
And you guys hotboxed that thing.
We hotboxed that thing after it's covered.
It looks like it took a lot.
Oh my God, there was more.
It's badass.
There were more joints and there were
I can
people.
honestly say I'm jealous.
You had to keep passing it and passing. You could not keep up. You're like, okay, next.
And you have pictures of all the people hotboxing?
Yeah, we have
nice.
numerous pictures.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, it looks crazy. Wow. And so, who actually did Ted put the thing together too, or who all put it together?
Well, you had somebody who was actually skilled in traditional methods. And was buttoned up the proper way with sticks.
Are we still on, Marius? Is our sound still on? For the audience at home? Oh, okay.
It's like director narrative.
So yeah, he had somebody who was skilled, and I think the person who came out and helped Probably would have appreciated a little bit more ceremony and a little bit less party, but hey, that's Ted. So, but we did our best to observe rituals and smudging, and it was done even though the covering was not a traditional fabric.
Yeah.
It was still a lot of traditional things observed.
What did you guys? What was the covering? Was it hemp?
Fucking teepee, right?
Well, no,
it was like
it was
space age velour jumpsuit.
It's aluminum
material.
It's basically the same stuff you'd use to line for a grow room or something like that. It's the black on one side and white on the other. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
out of somebody's grow room.
Yeah. And then sticks to button it up, and it was really cool. It was really cool.
Cool.
So
well,
talking
thanks
about
for sharing
Cannabis
that. That's
Day.
cool.
Yeah,
Cannabis Day. What are you going to be down there for Cannabis Day?
I'm definitely going to be down
with
there.
the coalition.
I'm going to have my own table.
Oh, you have your own. That's right.
Yeah,
oh, yes, we got
right.
you a spot.
Oh, better.
We got you a spot because I just went down today actually.
Okay.
And plotted out all of the new
You'll have to let me
spots.
know what it is because I don't know.
Yeah. I went down with one of those little roller things that like shows you how many meters. The last couple of days, and I've been plotting out the map, and I've totally redesigned the way we're gonna lay the booths out in the main area at Cannabis Day now. So in the whole, where the mud pit usually is. Well, we're gonna make that all rows of booths instead of all crazy weird positioning all over the place. So I've designed it in several pillars so that we'll be able to fit in way more booths.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Yep, but you got a spot. Don't worry.
Well, we went driving by today, and we were just, ooh, this is a different flavor.
berry one. Berry, yeah.
Ooh.
Popcorn. Gotta love the popcorn.
Berry's really good.
I know I've watched so many shows in the archive, and I know every time you come by.
Yeah, because I get so stoned.
Jeremiah loves it. It's his favorite.
It is
it's like I don't show up with popcorn.
It just puts me to sleep though.
And I get in trouble.
Makes me really silly.
Nice. So I went by the bong shop, and they're gonna have 2 booths. So I told them that I would show this.
What bong shop?
The bong shop.
Oh, that bong shop.
The bong shop.
Oh, cool. There you go. Some more free advertising.
I told them I'd show it. It's a nice sticker. There you go.
Well, you follow through with your promise very well. They better give you some free shit now.
I've never heard of these guys.
Roll in.
Hey, Joel's good to me. He's really
There's
cool
so
guy
many
down there.
so many good stores around now.
So I will have these available.
4-foot
bong. Postcards, in case you don't want to invest in the original and you just want to grab a postcard, you can.
Cool.
And
can I have some berry popcorn, please, over here? Order one of those down the line.
Yeah.
The berry one, yeah.
Berry popcorn.
Yeah, I haven't had the berry one too much.
I like the regular one better, I think.
You can
it's
have
all
the whole
delicious,
bag.
though. Well, I think that's the end of the show,
No, really,
guys.
not
So,
take it away from
I
me.
think I
Corey,
have a lot of stuff.
yeah, you got that was it.
Oh well,
Thanks
no,
for
you
coming
want
on.
to hear about the.
Oh yeah, tell us what you think of the talk.
Here's the thing: is that because I wasn't able to film, I did not attend.
Oh, you didn't?
I was very stretched thin, actually, with different commitments. And when I got there, because they told me I could not film.
Well, they wouldn't let you film.
They would not let me film or audio. They
I
would
would've
let
flipped
still
out.
pictures only.
Oh my goodness!
So the thing
Glad
is
I didn't
that
go.
I was actually rather frustrated, and I handled it with some political correctness. However, I was really pissed off because it was censorship at its best.
Well, yeah, they want to control what gets.
Did somebody
put out,
else
right?
film it?
There's no reason to not record it, but they.
We're working
Did
on it.
somebody film it?
We had actually sent in several spies. We did.
No, but did they have someone filming it? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
said that they did.
They said they
and
did.
Supposedly they're going to share, but I believe it's going to be a heavily edited version.
An
And
edited version.
I don't think it's going to be.
Lame.
A
Yeah,
straight
well, I
feed.
mean, that's their derogative.
Derogative. Yeah, that's right. That is true. You meant prerogative, but.
But no, I don't think
They're fucking
anything
assholes.
that would have been
No,
put
dude,
off
I meant
as
derogative.
pro-pot. I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
trying to actually.
It works that way too.
They're going the same route as Sam, where they're appearing to be pro-pot, but they're really negative against pot in many aspects. I can't believe that.
It's weird that they're
Share the
trying to be.
popcorn.
That they really are being so derogatory when they have a guy who is,
an amazing speaker
Yeah.
that they could have utilized so much, and they basically just shut him up.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, religion gets involved in things, and
No, hopefully I'll have some recordings that people made covertly, and then of course whatever they hand down. But I just think it's going to
Man's
make
been smoking
them look
pot
as
since
nice as
before
possible.
religion.
yeah, no kidding. Well, and there's like all kinds of different sects, like the Kabbalist Jews and the people who were before have been known to smoke some reefer sometimes. Oh, I'm good on that.
Yeah, then there's that mummy and
Trying to get you
turpan
high.
that I seen that's 2,700 years old. He was a shaman. It was
Yeah,
before
that's right.
Christianity and Buddhism and.
Oh, the weed goes back in the Holy Land a
Yeah,
long
I
way.
was pretty shocked that I couldn't take audio.
Exactly.
They said what they claimed was that that day I know that I was sitting upstairs with you when you called, approximately 5 hours before, and they gave you the green light.
Yeah.
And when I got there, they claimed that you'd called an hour and a half ago, and that they told you they'd had too many inquiries, and that they were only going to have someone from the church film it.
That's bizarre because I phoned ahead.
5 hours.
Yeah.
They claimed they'd only talked to you an hour and a half
No.
before, and that they told you no.
That's not. They told me yes.
No shit.
Yeah. I know. That's really strange.
No, I was pretty pissed off with the result, because if I'd known when I got there that they were going to tell me no, I couldn't film, I wouldn't have hauled my ass over there.
Yeah. That's very strange. Maybe I should call them back and ask them why they would do that to us. Yeah, because I had forgotten completely that I did phone ahead and even coordinated it all. You were sitting right with me, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It was
5 hours before. You're
5
right.
hours
Exactly. It
before,
was that early.
2:30.
I forgot that
It
you were
started
even
at 7:30.
there with me, but yeah. Okay. Well, I think we should probably
Call it a day.
wrap it up on this one and say goodbye.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. I
Friday
got
night.
more
Be
work
nice to
do.
everyone.
We're prepping for Cannabis Day all weekend, so we got a lot of stuff to
Oh
get
my
done.
God.
Share your drugs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, are we having a Cannabis Day meeting?
Yes. Again, I'll repeat it. Cannabis
Don't
Day
be
volunteer
stingy.
meeting on Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Sunday
Live
at
like
2.
there's no tomorrow.
If you're in the
Live in the
neighborhood
now.
and want to volunteer for us, then come on down. We need the help. Cannabis Day's
Sunday,
gonna be
2
fun.
p.m.
Sunday, 2 p.m. And if you can't make it to the meeting,
Get
just
Jeremiah's
meet us
autograph.
Tuesday at whatever
Why are you
time you
laughing?
can get there at the Vancouver Art Gallery. Watch for Cannabis Day
Serious.
coverage this week on Pot TV, and watch for Glass Gathering coverage over the weekend. That's going to be a lot of fun. So big thanks to Redbeard for coming on the show today, and we'll see you soon.
And send your weed samples for the contest. 6128
That's
Fraser
right.
Street.
Give
For
that
Jeremiah.
address. Give the address.
6128 Fraser Street. Look it up.
6128 Fraser.
imedicate.ca.
I medicate. All right. Well, yeah, we'll have more
Me
information
and
about that
Jeremiah
coming.
can't wait to judge your strains.
That's right.
Takes a couple grams to enter.
And what do you win?
Kush Cup tickets.
We're still
or
collecting
something
prizes.
else.
We're still
Equal or
collecting
better.
prizes.
Actually, no, we decide either way they're getting Kush Cup tickets. Just might be for next year.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we're gonna give away
We
something
wanna
really
run it
nice.
into- yeah,
we'll find some
sick
stuff.
prizes. We're
With-
adding to the prizes ongoing.
Yeah, and
Seriously.
Redbeard. Did Redbeard agree that he's in on the whole thing?
Yeah, he doesn't
There
have a
you go.
choice.
All
One
right.
bong.
All right, Pot TV.
We'll pay
We'll
him
see
if
you
we have to.
soon, and peace.